Hey everybody, it's the GameOverGreggy show. Don't worry, your regular episode is coming as planned. But before we got started, before we got into the whole thrust of the show, we wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a tragedy that's happened to our whole community here. A lot of you know Jared Petty. He works with us at IGN. Sadly, hasn't been on the GameOverGreggy show yet, but he's coming. The other day, Saturday night, he had a car accident he was in with his wife. Jared's okay. He's banged up, obviously. No one comes away from a head-on collision with a driver on drugs all that well. But sadly, his wife is in a whole bunch of trouble. She's in the hospital right now. They're working on her. They're trying to, basically piece it all back together, their life, figure everything out. They've started a GoFundMe page so they can be supported, that they can help with hospital bills, they can help with the time off of work they need to take, help with everything happening. We'd love for you to go support them. Donate any money if you have it. If you don't, no big deal. Send Jared some love on Twitter. He's, of course, Petty, Jared. Let's do the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hi, guys.
Hey. It's good to see you. You're
Thanks
back in the
for having
flesh.
me back.
I haven't seen you in forever. I was gone. You were gone. Everybody keeps moving around. Colin's never here sometimes.
I know, it's ridiculous. Look, I leave for a week and a half. You come back, I got a mountain man over here.
He's bringing that beard on.
I'm never
hardcore.
here sometimes.
He's bringing that beard on hardcore for you.
I want you and I look like we're about to go sell drugs.
Yeah,
like,
who knows?
No, you
Who
don't.
knows
You
what
look
the
like
future
you
holds?
look like
drugs would you
all
sell?
three of you look like you're about to go be extras on a Bob Vila shoot.
Oh,
This
wow.
old
Vila.
house out there. Get some tool
I
belts.
love this old house.
Did you?
What a fantastic show.
Use your T-square.
That's the worst Bob Vila impression I've ever heard.
I don't know who Bobby is.
Yes, you
How
do.
did you jump
How'd you
to
know he was a
T-square?
T-square?
Yeah, exactly.
Come
Idiot.
on.
All right.
You jerk
All
store.
right, fair enough.
Over here.
Jerk store.
Yeah.
Store.
That's a good one.
Seinfeld reference.
Yeah. We had a friend in college we called the jerk store. Anyways, over here, he only does everything. Colin Moriarty.
It's good to be here.
It's good to be here sometimes when you're not, though.
Never sometimes.
Yeah, we're back together.
Yeah.
You just came back.
Well, we
went to Kentucky together.
We were only apart for a day.
Yeah, but it felt. I mean,
It felt like a year.
We're always together. Period. We work at the same place. We live at the same place. But even when we're home, we don't talk all that much.
Right.
Then we went to Kentucky and we were like together all the time, talking all the time. Your girlfriend texted me today. I responded and I said, "It's great to be friends." And then she sent me a thing that don't get ahead of yourself. But for a moment there, we're on a different level of friendship.
No, it was fun. We had a great time in Kentucky and in Louisville.
I bought this.
Yeah, this Willet. Willet was awesome, dude.
Willet.
What a great
Willet
place.
Rye.
I
2
bought
years.
I bought Noah's Mill and Rowan's Creek at Willet. It was really fantastic. You bought rye, of course. This is
better.
young rye too, right? This is only
2 years.
But this is the first rye at Willet that they made natively since the 70s, right?
Yeah,
Isn't this
that's right.
part of that batch? So it's a young rye, but it's pretty good.
It's really good.
But yeah, we had a good time.
Okay.
And we mingled friends. We mingled I mingled like my 3 group of friends, I think. 3 of my groups of friends, which is my San Francisco people, and then Eric Castro, and then Ramon.
So Eric Castro is a group of friends unto himself.
And Ramon too.
No, Ramon, I can understand being like your college
Ramon's
friends.
my college friend. But then Eric, my interactions with Eric haven't really been in this group of people. My interactions with you, but Charles, Sin, I consider like a group. But yeah, Eric has his foot in all of these camps. But I just was considering he's in New York, which is why I'm saying that.
Okay. Geographical
friends.
friends.
And then Ramon's in Jersey. So, but it was cool. Everyone got along great, and we had a really nice time.
Rounding off the group, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
Let you host, indeed. Now, I hear you got punched in the face.
I was just about to bring this up.
Thank you.
So there was a nice little segue there because you're talking about the rye.
Yeah, we were.
So I'll make this quick. This weekend, I'm hanging out with a group of friends. We're having a jolly old time. Big group of dudes. Because that's how
That's
I
how
roll.
you roll.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then
wrong
this
with
group of girls comes up and is like, hey,
Do you know this group of girls?
No. You should come sit with us. And we're like,
Where are you?
Victory Hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like chill,
Is that
really
Soma?
kind of
Where
quiet
is that?
place. It's the one that's
Yeah.
right next to IGN.
No. Victory Hall is the one that's right next to the fried chicken place.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not right next to IGN.
It's a block and a half away
Okay.
from IGN.
The one in the alley?
Everybody go find Little Skillet, best fried chicken. in
Oh,
San
it's a little
Francisco.
skeleton.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're splitting hairs here.
Yes.
I'm
So
just
anyway,
letting people know if they want to go to Victory Hall, don't go there and
It's
be
a
like,
good place,
where's
good place.
IGN? Oh, I thought Tim said it was right here. I guess we won't go see IGN, Grandma.
I'm staring at a brick wall. That doesn't look like IGN.
Oh
there's
my
a lot of
God,
brick
is that a
walls around
truck? Oh, and they're killed. The
Can the
truck-
man finish his
Responsible
story?
For 8 homicides.
yes. So anyway, end up sitting with this group of girls, and I'm just talking to my friends. This one girl keeps talking to me across the table, and I'm just like, whatever. She's cool. She was very attractive. And then she keeps
Whatever. She's cool.
She's very attractive.
I'm just saying, she was attractive. And she was being just excessively mean to me. Like,
why?
I don't know. I wasn't really doing anything worth being.
Tim, what were you doing?
Nothing.
Tim?
I was being really cool.
Tim, were you being you?
I wasn't being me.
Where everything she
Nope.
says, you're like this. Really? And
No.
you're like, is he screwing with me right
No,
now? Is he messing with me?
I didn't. I was being really toned down me because I was with friends I haven't seen for a while, and I don't want them thinking that I'm as much of an asshole as I am.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I don't want them to think that like I'm a sellout.
Sure.
So I'm gonna act like a
You're
different
gonna
person.
slow play it. Okay. All right.
So that's pretty much what happened.
You don't want them to think you're fake and superficial, so you're gonna be fake and superficial.
Exactly.
Got it.
So I was doing that, and this girl was just laying into me, and she's like, "You're such a douchebag." And I was like,
Damn, why
one's
even talking to this girl?
No one's ever
Break it.
called me a douchebag before, and I was just being nice to her, playing along with it, just like,
Hey, yeah, I'm a douchebag.
Yeah, you know, I was like,
Tim
you know,
Gettys.
no one's ever called me that. It's kind of
Tim
weird,
host.
whatever. And then at some point, like, I got a drink, and she's like, "What are you drinking?" And I was like, "She's like, are you drinking what I think you're drinking?" I was like, "It's an old fashioned."
Ah.
You're only drinking that because you watch Mad Men and you think it's cool. I'm like, first off, don't watch Mad Men. Second off, no. I actually watch it because my friends recommended it. I'm trying a bunch of different drinks because I still don't have a Tim Gettys drink. If you have any recommendations,
You're off the Jack and Coke.
let a man know.
You gotta have a real man.
Yeah, I'm trying to move on from that.
Okay.
Anyway, she's just like, "Did you get it with rye?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Psh,
I
you're
like
such
this
a
girl.
douchebag." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then it turned this whole thing. I'm like, "Well, I've been told that fuck rye." You know, that's my stance on this. And at this point,
Thanks for letting Colin listen to Colin Aisha
listening
Tyler.
to Colin.
Listen to Colin Aisha, and you just fucked this up.
Yeah. Anyways, conversation keeps going on. At some point, she's just like, keeps calling me a douchebag, and then she's just like, "Come here, come here, come here." I'm like, she gonna whisper me some shit? I go like this. She goes in to kiss me.
Yeah.
I back the fuck out. Like, I was like, "Whoa, thought I was a douchebag." And she was just like, "Oh, you're such a douchebag. You won't even kiss me." Punches me in the face.
How hard and where?
Like right here.
That's your
It
forehead.
hurt. Yeah, it was
It's
like
the hardest part of the skull to punch. She was not very smart.
How?
Punched you in the face.
straight up punched. It wasn't like a
Did you
push.
call the cops?
What
No,
hour of the
I was
evening
so
was this?
shocked.
It was
10
5 in
p.m.
the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
10, 11 p.m.
Well, they're at this place after IGN. I thought,
Oh,
yeah, they
no. It
knocked
was
off early and went over
later
there.
in the night. It was like 11 p.m. And then it was just like, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it happened. It was upsetting. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
And I was like,
punch in the
"Guys,
face,
let's
no good."
go." And then like the guys, they all thought it was funny. So they're like, no, whatever. And then her friend was like, "Wait, why'd you hit him? What's going on?" She's like, "He wanted to kiss me. He's such a douchebag." And then the girl like, "What? I called dibs on him when we came in. Why are you trying to kiss the guy?" I was just like, "Damn, guys, let's go." And then that's when
Wait,
we left.
that's when you left?
Damn, that's hardcore.
That's when we left.
Because you were like about to get caught into some sort of torrid love affair.
I just got
triangle.
punched in the face.
Yeah, but the other one wanted you too. So
I don't want to be double punched.
I don't know if
Fair
you've
enough.
noticed, he's the pure one.
He is
He's
the
not
pure
just
one.
because
I
all of a
know.
sudden there's a steak thrown at a lion doesn't mean the pure lion's
run
gonna eat
away.
the steak.
I know. I just want so badly for him to react like I would have reacted. To that
Yeah,
situation.
how would Nick Scarpino have played that?
I don't think I
she
would've.
leans in for a kiss.
No, I'm single in this instance.
yes.
Oh, I wouldn't have pulled away.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this girl's crazy. Let's see how far the crazy. Let's see how far
Can't
we can
wait
go down
for
the
the
crazy.
divorce
rabbit
What if
hole.
proceedings.
after you get punched?
After I get punched?
Yeah.
I don't know. How hard was the punch?
I mean, it was a punch.
Now you said she was attractive.
She was attractive.
How
probably-
attractive? That's the other thing Nick's thinking.
I mean,
Yeah,
she was.
What are we talking here?
Nick would have absolutely loved this girl.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so I would have fallen for. There was a time and a place for crazy women in my life.
Then he married
It was
one.
not
He's
too
like,
far.
there's
There's
That's
not a time or
Nah.
place now for a crazy anyone
Yeah,
in my life.
I probably now I don't know if I
not
would. I don't
endearing.
know if I would have put up with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing endearing about that.
It's not cool. There is that thing that I have encountered in some people where they think it's just okay to completely like degrade the other person as a tactic of some sort.
Yeah,
Like, it
I got
endears
straight
you to
Helga
them when you
Pataki. I didn't like that shit.
You're so she
You got
attacked you because
Helga
you like
Pataki?
you're drinking bourbon over rye.
a
That you think you're trying to be
reference.
Don
thought
Draper,
so. Okay.
and that you won't kiss her.
Which is weird
It's a
because all the
complicated
rest
woman.
of your friends are probably down in like Bud Light.
Well, no, they were all
crushing
British.
like-
They're all
How
from
does it serve that?
the UK.
Oh, they just drinking
So they all
Oi!
had accents, and
Oh, I sure do like this beer, governor, don't I?
that was pretty much it. And the ladies loved that.
I'm
Sure,
sure.
of course they do.
Yeah.
you should.
That's hot. I mean, that's a hot accent. That Greg
Can you
does.
do a British accent?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh God, no.
you should try. next time.
I only have one accent. And it's Arnold. Everything I do.
It's the hair.
Honey.
The reference always is the same joke that no one else knows. I'm a little not offended, I guess, that you're still searching for the Tim Gettys drink when we just launched a new show. here on kindafunny.com. That's all about finding the right drink. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you might have seen it last Thursday, depending on when you listen to this. Follow the Leader. It's the first of the 2 new Patreon shows we started because of your support. This one involves master bartender Eric Castro teaching us each how to make a drink or just a cool drink to order at the bar.
Now, here's the thing, guys.
Here we
Follow the Leader.
Yeah.
You've heard that before. It's a game. But no, this time there's drinks involved because liter is spelled Litre.
Yeah.
Which is a form of measurement of liquid. And there's a play on words there. I don't know if you guys caught that.
No, I got all of them, yeah. First episode's up. It is, of course, how to make an old-fashioned. What an old-fashioned should look like. It stars one Colin Moriarty as Eric Castro teaches him.
This girl should watch that.
I think that, by the way, I don't want to spoil the episode because I don't know how many we're rolling, like when we're rolling out what. But
Thursday.
I like the one that Greg did as your drink for every time you go to a bar. His first drink.
Okay.
Spoiling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious
good.
if you ordered that. Every
Every San Francisco bartender would roll their eyes at you, probably.
Yeah.
But they'd make it, and it'd be hilarious.
A lot of spitting it, I'm sure, too. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the GameOverGreggy show. If you didn't know, the idea is simple. Each week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather around this table, each bringing a random topic of conversation for your amusement. If you like that, the show posts each and every Thursday night, super late, rolling into Friday morning on patreon.com/kindafunny. And, of course, a bunch of services there. If you don't want to give us any money, that's totally okay. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny starting Monday. Today is Sunday because we have a reader topic from Patreon and get them there for free, topic by topic, day by day, as they roll out. That's also where you can find shows like Follow the Leader, Oration, Conversation with Colin soon.
Soon? Question mark?
No, there's no question mark. I'm saying soon, but I was being coy about it.
Soon?
I thought I missed a lot. I thought you guys just recorded that without me.
No, we didn't go and record the entire final season of A Conversation with Colin without you. It's still there.
How many episodes are we doing?
I thought we were doing... What?
74?
74 episodes.
I thought we were doing
74
I thought we were doing
episode.
something like 16 because we're doing like 8 and 8. And 8 of the topics are from people on Patreon. Of course, go to
I'm
Patreon,
pretty
up
sure
your pledge.
It was 4 and 4 for a total of 8.
Okay.
We'll see.
That
I mean,
sounds like it's
these
really
people
gonna
are
break
along
my
for the
Much
ride.
less
They're
taxing on my
They're not
brain.
going to be fast. They're not going to be furious. They're going to be fast. They're going to be furious. You read the Patreon page. It's all there. All the information's there.
You just brought it
Do we
back
need
to my
rank 'em?
level. What's happening?
Also, I just want to say thank you all for telling us about this. Fury 7 trailer plays before almost every single one of our videos now.
That's awesome.
We have attained greatness.
Because our most successful video is still Fast and Furious live
Yes.
stream.
Yeah, someone asked me that, and they were like, is Tim's 100 Pence rap video the most popular video? I'm like, no, it isn't. It's the second most popular.
Actually, it's the third.
What is the second most popular?
The
Fast
other
and the Furious live stream
part
part 2.
two.
Oh!
Oh, so many people hate us on the
dear.
internet for that video. Yeah.
By the way, our friend, I was just talking to, our
Master
friend
bartender Eric
Castro.
Castro.
So I was talking about the 10-year, and he told me to try to go buy the rest of the bottles on the shelf if I can.
Oh, he's going to just pay for it?
Yeah.
All right. You want to explain? It's one of the things you learned.
Yeah,
in
one of the things we
Kentucky.
learned is that Eagle Rare, which is an awesome 10-year bourbon, one of the best, I think, is no longer going to have the age statement of 10 years because it's going to be a younger bourbon now. So if you see 10-year barreled, like when we were in Kentucky already, they already didn't have the age statement. So if you see them, they're going to be out of production soon.
Which means you can buy them and you could hold on to them and they could be worth money one day.
You could, or you can just drink them, which is what I'm going to do.
Sure. Okay. That's fine too.
It's also now called Eagle Rarer. I made that joke earlier, but now you all need to hear it.
It's as unfunny
It's
now
better
as
now.
it was then.
It's kind of funny.
Tim, I know we're about to go into this topic. Idea. Is there any way we can let the audience vote on what your drink's going to be? I.e., can I come up with 4 drinks that are the most ludicrous names, and if they vote, will you drink them? Will you order those things at the bar?
The Slutty Munchkin.
Yeah.
Can that be one of them?
You can absolutely be one of them.
Yeah.
You have to say it with a straight face.
So I
when
just
you
need to go
out.
order a Slutty Munchkin from
Can I
someone?
get a slide?
Is that a real thing?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean like real drinks, but like fuzzy navels or things like that, like stupid drinks that sound bad. When they
I'll
come out of your
order
mouth.
anything.
Remember that now that Follow the Leader has debuted, there's a new tier on Patreon that isn't out of this world. You go there, you can up your pledge to it, move your pledge to it, and you can enter it basically into this raffle where we'll draw a name after the first run of a conversation, or after Follow the Leader, and that person will get to then talk to Eric Castro. Eric Castro will make a drink for you.
And name it after you and sell
Exactly.
it in real
It'll become a real
bars.
thing. It'll sweep the country, and you'll be able to order anywhere. World, we don't know about yet. I don't know if you can go to.
I mean, Eric Castro invented a very popular drink, which is the Kentucky Buck. So it's entirely possible that the John Henry or whatever,
Slutty Munchkin.
come up with a better name.
Slutty Munchkin.
Slutty Munchkin.
Slutty Munchkin.
The Porty Port.
I was just saying, what if the man's name was John Henry and you wanted the drink to be
The
named
steel driving man comes through?
John Henry, yeah.
This was one of the big problems with
Willy
steel.
Wonka.
That would be a drink that would get you hammered.
The Munchkins are from...
Wizard of Oz.
If you guys
I'm
weren't
thinking
such
Willy Wonka.
bunch of assholes, you would have just heard probably Colin's best turn of phrase ever. But you're both assholes who speak over each other in a podcast, and I don't even want to do the show with you anymore.
Sadly, you're right.
You really are a douchebag.
Yeah.
You're something else that has a bag in it, but I can't remember. I'm fuzzy
Oh my
already
God.
from the rest of it.
All right.
We've been talking a lot about Patreon. Kevin, there's a tier where you get to insult me based on 100 pence like sign on Patreon. It's only $11. What's today's and who's it from?
Kevin, do it slowly. I need this.
So today's insult is from Michael Pete,
Michael Pete.
and he says, Greg Miller needs a fairy tale read to him to help him sleep.
Are you crying? Kevin, start crying again.
Read it again. Start from the beginning. Sound it out.
Best laugh in the business right there. Kevin. So good, Kevin. Thank you.
Sorry.
Michael Pete, this is his moment.
All right. Do we have to come back to this? Kev, do you want me to read
I
it?
got
He got it.
Greg Miller needs a fairy tale read to him to help him sleep better at night.
Greg
good.
Miller needs a
That's good.
fairy tale read to him to help him sleep
Thank
better
you,
at
Michael
night.
Pete. You can see how funny it was. Kevin can't hold it together
Kevin's
back there.
gone. Kevin, it's been a long day for him.
Time for our first topic. This comes from, and this is somebody we all know very well. His name, of course, Sean Pitts.
Sean Pitts.
Sean Pitts is
I like
he
you.
he was the first person ever to wear a kind of funny shirt. Not like the Team Fat shirt. I mean the one that says kind of funny. First human being I ever saw wearing one. He is one of our most diehard supporters. There at these top tiers to get his topic read on the show each and every month. Amazing person, definitely a kind of funny super fan. Sean Pitts writes in and says, "Hey guys, what are your favorite movie moments? Do you have any that give you chills or move you to tears? Every time I see the hit me as hard as you can scene from Fight Club, it always gives me a chill. Thanks. You guys are awesome."
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Again, Sean, you're awesome. Thank you for being a fan. I have many.
have
That's
so
the
many.
thing. When I stop to think about it, you know what I mean?
So many of these.
So when you say movie moments, a bunch of things that jump to me that aren't even in the movies. That's the other big thing.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that too.
Okay.
Like the experience of going to a movie you didn't think was going to be good, but was good.
Always fun.
When I first heard the question, that's when I was like, movie
Oh,
moments.
that's what you want.
It's
Oh,
the
I see.
moment
So
in
you're
me.
like the experiences.
Yeah, and I think recently we might have even talked about this on the show. It might have been after the show, but Super Troopers. I like randomly walked in the theater, but like
No one thought that movie was gonna be
jumping
good.
around. So we paid for a different movie, and then afterwards went into that one,
Double feature.
and it was just like,
The double
this
douche.
is the greatest thing in the
Yeah.
history of life.
Yeah.
That movie,
was
I
a
did
good
not
movie
expect
moment.
that movie to be funny.
The
at all.
snozberries taste like snozberries. When that motherfucker licks the back of the police thing, it says the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Awesome.
You lost it. That was it.
I mean, mine come from I think childhood, being younger. The first one that I remember that jumps to mind is when I was gonna go to see Terminator 2. I was a big Terminator fan. Terminator 2 was in theaters. Of course, I was way too young to go in on my own, so I had to have a parent come. My mom, no offense, was always the cool one. My mom was always the cool parent, right? She was like much on my level. Dad, works, comes back. My mom worked too, but she worked nights, so like during the day when I'm awake, it was mom time all the time. So she was the one who's like rolling with the punches, bringing me to things I didn't want to go to. She got sick the night we were going to go to see Terminator 2, so my dad took me. And I remember how awesome it was. Like, Dad totally rolled the punches too. Watched this awesome movie that I was way too young to be seeing. Way too young to see robot skeletons smushing skulls and doing all these crazy things. But it was like one of those cool like father-son bonding things that I got to go see this movie that I shouldn't have seen, but my dad was there to support me and get me in and do all these different things. Another one that is like the defining moment of like the power of movies I always think about is that I was a kid, 1989, never forget, going to see Ghostbusters 2. Of course, I was too young as a kid to see Ghostbusters 1 in theaters. I saw it on HBO. My parents kept me up to, watch it, and then I fell in love with it, and that was the end of that. But going to see Ghostbusters 2 and sitting in the theater, and I'm sure it had happened before, right? But being unable to not smile when they when Dana picks up the baby and the music cues and swells for the first time and the No Ghost logo pops up. I remember being like, I don't want to smile because I was like, I want to play it cool for some reason. You're a dumb kid. It's 1989. You don't know yet.
It's 1989.
And so like I remember just being unable to like the music cue, and I could not stop grinning that entire movie that the Ghostbusters were back and I was getting to see it in a theater. It's just amazing.
That's baller.
Good God. There's so many though. Yeah. We're talking movie going experiences. I grew up.
Well, I have silver screen movies too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get off
Just
my
as-
plane. That's definitely one of them.
That's one of them.
Definitely.
Like that brings it.
Every time I hear it, I get chills. Air Force One.
Gary Oldman out of the back.
It's so awesome.
Jesus, Tim.
What?
Kevin, take him home.
Why?
Take him home, Kevin.
No, that's amazing.
The movie going experiences I always loved. I have the ritual. And one day maybe we'll talk about the ritual of like what everyone does when they go to the movie. You not so much. Your ritual is to not
For the
go
record, I
anymore.
think you've had this ritual lead in and talk like 3 times on
Yeah.
this show. You get the popcorn. I get the Diet Coke.
You gotta get a big Diet Coke. But when I was a kid,
That's real. That's real.
It's a real thing. When I was a kid, I used to do it differently though, because we used to have this candy shop in the small center in Riverside where I used to go to the movies, Canyon Crest Center. They used to have these 2 movie theaters that were like same theater, but they were 2 separate buildings. So if you were in the middle, sort of off to the side, was this candy shop that you'd go. It was like the old candy saloon, and you'd go in there and fill.
Candy Saloon.
Stick 'em up, partner. I got a bubblegum butt for you.
So we used to just go, and I would get like Reese's peanut butter cups and all sorts of different types of candy, and go in there, just eat pie. It's the best thing on the planet. And back in the day when you see movies, now they have these plush seats. Remember back in the day when the seat was physically painful to sit in and was always sticky.
Those old gross bucket seats
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they're like covered in gum and you touch them.
It was the worst. Although recently I was out when I was out last week, I was actually on the East Coast, and I went and saw a movie at an AMC theater that served food in the theater. I thought
dude.
it was going to annoy me. It was awesome.
Dude, it's the best.
Can't
thing.
go back once you do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a little call button. I'm like, can I get a Diet Coke refill? And she gave me the look like, I'm going to charge you for another one. I was like, I don't care. This is bliss. This is the best thing on the planet. I'm eating.
So you have a button that you can talk to someone in?
No, they
They
come
come
to
to you.
you.
The
It's
waiter
all
comes
extras.
to you. It's amazing.
And they have this little light thing that they show, and there's like a menu, and you just check shit off.
Shit.
It's-
So
and you can order beer
the
and
Alamo
cocktails.
in Texas is like the big thing known
Alamo
for all
Draft
this.
House,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're just coming to SF.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've been hearing about
It's
that
expensive,
coming here for
probably.
3 fucking years. I'll believe it when it's here.
It was
It's gonna cost us
amazing,
$50 each.
What is the
So
other
it's
one?
still
What I liked about this though is that the seats are bigger. The seats are these big. There's not like 4,000 people in the theater. There's only maybe 200 max seats, and so the seats are bigger. So you're only sitting next to like 4 people, and there's like different compartments. So you're not bothering someone when you're ordering, and you got a lot of space. You got a little tray table in front of you. It's amazing. It's like being at home, but with someone to serve you.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yo, Steimer. Where we go see those movies in Seattle with your parents? The cool place. I pick. Same thing. It's small things, like pods of 2 like really awesome recliners. They give you a blanket. The popcorn's included with your ticket. And then
Wow.
you get to order
How much is your ticket?
food.
How much is the ticket?
I don't know, $20. I mean,
Shoot straight with me, Greg. How much is the ticket?
I think it's $16 to $20.
$16 to $20.
Seattle money, I don't understand. And but I mean, for the luxury you're getting, booking ahead of time, being done with
Luxury.
it. And that's what I like the Kabuki here. It's a similar deal. You book your seat, you're there, but there's not like a wait staff. You're not doing that. You know what I mean? You got to bring food.
You can buy beer though, right?
Yeah, And the food
can bring
quality.
I saw Batman there.
The good
Don't do
Batman
any.
or the bad Batman?
Don't do
Oh,
any
no,
of
the
it.
best
Don't
Batman.
start any of this.
The
Don't
best
do
Batman.
this.
Which one was the best
Don't do
Batman?
this to me, Ricky Bobby.
I won't. I'm not gonna do it.
No, you're fine. You can do it. Go ahead. It's
want
just
you
going to
to
build
do it.
up now.
I want you to do it so bad.
Yes, brother. The fire rises.
You're out of practice.
I know. I'm sorry. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of of movie moments that
moments.
stick with me, all right? Here's number 1. It's a deep cut. Stick with me. Independence Day. When the mom dies and the little girl comes out to the president, president comes out, is mommy sleeping now? And he's like, yes. And he's like, oh my God. I was sitting next to Matt Noel. We're like in the 8th grade. I'm like, crying like a baby.
Like you sounded like one of the aliens when you just did that.
No peace.
Dude, how excited are... First of all, Independence Day is awesome. And I mean that legitimately. That movie is fucking awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because some people hate that
They
movie.
make
Like the no peace thing. Like that
Yeah.
whole thing is... That whole scene is awesome. And I'm so excited that they're
They're making another one.
finally getting around to it.
Yep.
To building the revenge movie that we've all been waiting for. That has been rumored since literally 1997 or 1998.
We've all been waiting for
Yep.
it.
You know they're going to come back.
Yeah.
You know they're going to be
They're
back.
gonna be
Jeff
angry.
Goldblum's not getting back into that spaceship. And if Jeff Goldblum's not in that fucking movie,
Oh, he's got to be.
oh, I'm going to lose it. I'm
Jeff
gonna lose my
Goldblum will
mind.
be in that movie.
He's got to.
Guaranteed.
Will Smith has to be in the
Will
movie.
Smith will not be in that movie.
Bill
Guaranteed.
Pullman has to be in the movie.
He's like, it turned out like after
They got rid of the Constitution.
I was gonna
He still
say
read it.
afterwards it's all like martial law. The aliens are coming back to stop him and do the revolution. Help everybody out.
Must go. What is the must go
Species.
quick? Must go faster.
Must go
Must go faster.
Must
Well,
go
no, that's
faster.
Jurassic Park.
It's in
No,
both
it's
of them.
in both of them.
Oh, is it?
That's
Yeah.
how I know that the characters are the
Oh,
same.
you weren't here. We had a whole.
That's how I know.
We had a whole discussion about how those 2 doctors were. It was the
Oh, is
exact
it when
same
he's
character.
uploading the virus? When does he say it?
It's when they're going toward
they're-
the doors that
yeah.
are closing like The weird octagonal door.
There's no doubt. I mean, I have no doubt that that's the same character.
It's the same character.
It's the same fictional world.
Jurassic Park and Independence. It's proven.
Yeah, but Independence Day is
Stretch.
My God.
My God.
That's still the best. I love how someone just got that 3-second clip on YouTube too, because I watch it like once a week probably. It's like all this stuff and he's like, my God. This is just the best delivery ever. The general.
Yeah, no, we do. That was a long-running Podcast Beyond thing.
For the longest time, I don't know why that movie didn't get more Oscars. Or any Oscars.
Did it not get Oscars for its did it not get Oscars for its effects?
It probably did get Oscars for the effects.
Because that reminds me, we talked about it last week, which is Jurassic Park and Independence Day really still stand up, I think, in terms of their effects. Because they use
practical effects. Yep. Yeah, one day we'll have to have a discussion on practical effects. It'll be a short one.
They're better.
I assume you all
like Jabba the Hutt.
Better. Yes.
Movie moments. One of my favorite moments is honestly in Empire when Han walks into the room in Bespin in Cloud City, and Darth Vader's sitting at the table, and he pulls the gun out and shoots at him, and he just like
doesn't
puts his
hesitate.
hand up.
Doesn't even hesitate.
And then Boba Fett walks, like basically walks out or whatever. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, this is so awesome. Boba Fett has not said a goddamn word, and he's just so cool looking, and you know that they're in with each other or whatever, and everything's about to go to shit for them.
Did you know he's like a clone that didn't get programmed?
Oh Jesus!
Remember the part where his dad got his head cut off by the dude from the Avengers? That was fun.
Fucking, I don't fuck with you. So I really love that one scene. That just shows that scene's really important in the storytelling of Empire and the trilogy, because Han Solo is the badass, and Darth Vader just doesn't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, doesn't care.
Like not even interested in him. Wants nothing to do with him. Not afraid of him.
I love that.
Doesn't even use his own people, but hires a bounty hunter to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So that they can focus on Luke, which I think is like amazing. So he can make his deal with Jabba and be done with that.
I've said this before on the show, but my favorite Han moment is when he's going down into the carbonite thing. I love you. I know.
Ad-libbed.
Then she punches him in the forehead, right?
Yeah.
You douchebag!
like all good.
Make you like Ryan
special.
Bourbon. And the smoke's coming over when it's too late to go back. So I love that scene very much.
We're talking Star Wars. There's so many great moments, but you get clamped a little bit during the last fight scene in Jedi when Luke starts. He kind of embraces the rage for a second, embraces the anger, and you just have that swell of music, and you're just seeing the silhouettes and the colored lightsabers, and he's just fucking Vader up. And then it finally cuts back, and you can see him for a second, and that's when he cuts the hand off and realizes that if he goes one more step further, it's done. It's in for him, and he decides not to do it anymore. But that scene was photographed so beautifully. Just the way they use silhouettes with the two colors. All you need to see is the colors, really. All you need to see is that red lightsaber and that green lightsaber and where they're going. It's crazy. Doesn't
it bug you that you don't know Luke's metachlorian count?
I think we do now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's good. It's at least 50.
You're a son of a bitch. You're a son of a bitch.
I just actually saw another one of my favorite movie scenes. I think I've brought this up before, but Batman, the 1989 Batman's on Netflix.
I need to watch that as an adult. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't think I've watched that as like...
It's on Netflix.
Oh, there you go.
HD. Really good. It holds up.
Yeah.
So the other day, for some odd reason, I got on this kick where a friend of mine, for helping him out with his wedding, gave me an iPad mini, and so I've been reading like just screenplays, just randomly like downloading screenplays from it. And you never know what you're going to get, but I downloaded the screenplay for Batman. I was like, I wonder if this reads as well as I remember seeing the movie, because I must have seen this movie now at least 15 times at this point. And I read, and I get to my favorite part of the movie in the script, and I start getting emotional just reading the lines as Vicky Vale comes into the Batcave, and she's like, why won't you let me in? And he's like, you got in. And then they get to a point where she says, I just want to know. I just got to know. Are we going to try to love each other? And he's like, I want to, but right now he's out there, and I got to go to work. And the next shot is just the opening of the big, like where he keeps the bat through the vault, like the 1 foot steel thick bolt, and you just see the suit, and it's just him putting it on. Oh, it's so good. It's so damn good. They don't make stuff like that anymore. They don't.
So my moments, one is Pokemon the first movie.
Oh, Jesus God.
So we were talking about this earlier today, that the Pokemon theme song, I can't hear that without instantly getting chills just from that first guitar ridiculous riff in the beginning.
Yeah.
So awesome. So Pokemon the first movie, I was waiting for that my entire life, it felt like.
Really?
It was really just like a year, because that's how long it took for it to come out. But they had the exclusive, there was 4 exclusive Pokemon cards, so they made you go watch that damn movie 4 times. Which was not a
Wait, how
problem
did you
for
get the theater guy has to give you the card or something?
Yeah, when you buy a ticket, you get one of the cards at random. And it's
okay.
like 4 special edition
Sure,
cards
sure,
you can only
sure,
get from
sure.
the movie.
What
So
a nightmare for the theater.
Yeah, I know. But that was all just That already
What a
was
nightmare
great.
for your parents.
So I got the one I wanted. I wanted the Dragonite because he had this little like purse pouch thing, and he looked hella badass. And by hella badass, I mean
I was gonna
he
say,
didn't look that cool.
You
But
got a purse
I
pouch.
wanted that one.
You're hella badass.
So I got it. Anyways, I'm going in watching this movie. In the beginning, they had this little Pikachu's Vacation mini short thing, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. This isn't what I wanted from the movie. But then the real movie starts, and Ash is just chilling, like the bitch ass he is.
Blue.
And then all of a sudden, there's a random trainer. We see this new Pokemon we've never seen before. Throws a Pokeball up in the sky. The camera goes up. You see the ball just flying in the sky, and then the theme song starts playing. But it's like a rock, like a remix,
Like
of
heavy
it.
metal, like hard metal. What was
Lost my shit.
Yeah,
like
flipped your lid.
that whole opening scene. I can't even watch it. Like I saw it recently, and I like teared up just from seeing this, feeling this. But that is nothing compared to my favorite movie theater moment of all time. And I'm gonna have to throw some Fast and Furious spoilers out there for you guys.
All right.
If you haven't seen Fast 6, stop watching this. Go watch that shit,
Well, don't stop watching. Just skip ahead.
Just mute. Just mute it.
and then watch it. So, Fast 6 ends. Credits start. Then all of a sudden it goes, bam, we're back in Tokyo.
Right. What are we
This
doing?
is
what are we
this
doing?
is what every Fast fan had wanted for years.
We're in
since
the
Tokyo
square,
Drift.
right? We're in
We're
Shibuya.
finally getting back to it, and we see Han driving through
Crossing.
Tokyo. Bam, gets hit by a car. The death scene we saw from Tokyo Drift. Again. Now, did that hurt? Yeah, that hurt bad.
That hurt.
But
like,
did we
like it just
expect to
happened
see
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did we expect to see Jason Statham get
No,
out
we
of
did
that
not.
car and be like, Dominic Toretto, you don't know me,
But you're about to.
but you're about to. Han blows up in the background, and that's the end. They tied it all together, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful.
That was the
That's-
thing.
I believe they call it the master stroke.
Now, the thing was,
Streisand effect.
that theater, I've never been in a theater. Like, I've been in midnight releases before. I've been in, like, a bunch of stuff. Nothing compared to that theater.
Yeah.
Every single person was just like, this fucking series doesn't give a fuck.
No, they don't care.
It was awesome.
They do care though. They care about
They care
fans.
so much. Yeah, exactly.
care about
and that
us
theater
wanting to
was
watch
full
movies.
of people that were like, good Lord.
That's a good
See
moment.
that
was
yeah,
a cool moment.
that's one of my moments. Not that obviously, but being with it, being
Not
in,
that
being in
obviously.
it. I still haven't seen that movie. I started it drunk, then I fell asleep, and then I still haven't got back to it. I'm like, whatever. For me, and mind you, this is from a guy who organized watching all the Fast and the Furious in a marathon. I was like, I don't need to see this new one. My similar moment, I've talked about, I think here, is Avengers. Avengers being such a fucking ride. That entire movie, so much fun. I was a midnight release. Everybody there was a comic book fan. We're all along. We're cheering. We're doing all the dumb stuff. But like when Thanos pops up, again, spoilers. as the post-credit scene, or not even the post-credits, but the first post-credit scene, right? And like when he turns and looks over his shoulder and does that grin, I'll never forget the girl in front of me standing up and going, "Oh my god!" Like she had just won a car on Oprah.
Did you do the Kermit?
Yeah. But like I remember that, and I was like I thought it was cool, mind you, but I'm the DC fanboy, so I don't even know that much about Thanos. But like wrapping my head around it, like if Man of Steel ended and Darkseid was there, I don't think I would have been like, "Wah!" like literally freaking the fuck out. But everyone in that theater flipped the fuck out, and it was awesome. It was a great time. And I left, and I was with Damon. I was like, that was like the most fun I've had at the movies ever, probably ever.
Yeah.
The other moment, a great moment, and we talked about it again too, Signs. Because I went into Signs on opening night thinking it was just about crop circles and it was gonna be mysterious. And when Joaquin Phoenix is watching the leak tape of the birthday party, he's like, "Vamonos, children, vamonos!" And then the alien walks by. I was like, "Oh fuck!"
That was a good one.
One of the
Rad
most
stuff.
paused moments in movie history.
Really?
Interesting. My last one is just a quick shout out to the '89 TMNT movie. The scene, there's two scenes in there that I really love. The first scene earlier in the movie is my favorite character. One of my favorite fictional characters is Casey Jones, and when Raphael meets Casey Jones for the first time in the park, that's a really awesome little scene, like an interchange between them. And I love Casey Jones so much. Just that specific Casey Jones is my favorite.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of that character. So that's a really cool scene with the Jose Canseco bat and all that kind of stuff. When they're beating the shit out of each other, basically. And also I mean, that movie's full of awesome scenes, but that scene in the when they're fighting the Foot Soldiers or the Foot Clan in the burning antique store, it's like awesome. It's
Oh, that was cool.
just a really awesome movie. That movie really holds up too. I watch that movie like once a year, and I'm like, I fucking love this movie. This is so good. That's why just looking at that, I didn't even watch it. I will not watch that new movie. Looking at that movie, I was like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
The opening scene of the second one is also very, very memorable.
Oh,
like,
with the ooze?
Oh,
yeah, but when they're fighting in the mall and then they all jump up and like it just freezes and it says Ninja Turtles 2. It's like, oh god, yes.
Yeah, those are really special movies. We should watch those together.
I can't in good conscience let the topic go without one more.
Here it comes. Here comes the Die Hard.
Well, I do love Die Hard. There's nothing. Every moment in Die Hard is tear worthy. Every single one of them. But no, there's one that gets me every time I watch it because it's at the end of a very, very like long but powerful movie, which is Blade Runner. There's the scene where he's sitting up there and he's talking. Basically, Rutger Hauer's character just saved his life. You guys seen Blade Runner at all?
Nope.
So it's a pretty complex movie. It's lots to unpack. I don't want to spoil it too much for you, but there's a great scene between the hero, what you think is the hero, and sort of the villain at the end of it, where the villain basically just. Well, now I have to spoil it.
I was gonna say, pretty much when you got the hero. Well, maybe not. Like
30 plus years.
No,
old.
so I mean, he thinks
I have 31 years I've gone without seeing it. I'm not gonna Netflix it tomorrow.
Well, it's amazing.
Porty, come here.
The Deckard character, which Harrison Ford's character, who's very much different than any character he'd played up to that point. Basically,
this one had 2 guns.
No, we had a big gun, but he spends the entire film sort of hunting these replicants down, and then only to realize basically at the end that the whole time he's been wrong in doing that, and the way he's proven wrong is that he literally is almost he almost falls off a building, and Rutger Hauer's character, who is the baddest of the bad replicants, saves him and puts him down, and he's like, I've got all these amazing memories, and they're all, and it starts, it's raining, and he has this great line that apparently he ad-libbed, where he says, all those things I've seen, all these things I've done are lost like tears in rain, basically, and he just dies because replicants only have a half-life of like a certain amount of time. They only live for like a few years.
This is the thing with the flashing thing in their hand?
No, I don't think that's
okay. There's a Family Guy where Brian has a chip in his hand. I thought maybe this was it.
No.
All right. Logan's Run.
That
Thanks,
was Logan's
Kev.
Run, yeah. But yeah, no, it's awesome.
Another movie I haven't seen.
It's very thought provoking and very much like it's a beautiful scene. It's beautifully photographed as well. So that's one of my moments.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Sean Pitts. That was a great topic. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want your topic guaranteed on the Game Over Greggy Show, go to patreon.com/kindafunny. Support us at that there tier, and there you go. It's that easy. It's done. Everybody has a good time. Mm-hmm. Hooray.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yes.
What's your topic?
So last week, the internet went damn crazy over this video called Too Many Cooks, and it was the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know,
Watch
Adult
it.
Swim.
We're annotating to it right down here. Go.
Adult
Click on
Swim at 4 a.m. over the last month, apparently, has been running this 15-minute block called Infomercial. That's just the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, what is it? Explain it.
It's impossible to explain. It is basically just a giant troll. Like, I don't know where this came from, what drug they were doing that made them do this, but I hope I never.
It's us with unlimited money.
So from what I hear,
that's what happened. It's
it was designed to fuck with people that were high at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And what it is, because we haven't exactly explained yet, is the old 70s and 80s like sitcom theme songs.
Intro. It has it's the intro to like a bad 80s sitcom.
Intro.
Where it's like you'll see someone, they're just like doing the thing, and then look at the camera, smile, and it says their name underneath it, but it just keeps going
for like 12 minutes. Yeah.
But and that's selling it short.
Yeah.
Because it goes from sitcom to sitcom to like crime drama to cartoon to space
thing,
and the whole time there's a unifying thread that there's a murderer in the background of all these things, and then at the end he starts killing everybody, and they all try to stop him.
Yeah. The weird thing is, it's not even the end that he starts killing him. He starts killing him like maybe midway through.
Sure.
4 or 5 minutes into it, he starts creeping out.
As I was watching it, and me and Colin were talking a little about this earlier, people are in two camps with this. Either they think the end's better or the beginning's better.
Sure.
Like people think it either gets better as it goes on, or that the beginning was the funniest. I think the beginning was funniest.
Yeah,
I thought
agree.
it kind of lost its track and just went fucking crazy, and there was no sense to it. Like, unless I'm just not getting it, unless this is some form of high art that I just can't wrap my head around.
It's the Adult Swim guys. It's the William Street guys. It is not high art.
It is high art. It's awesome. Like I'm with when I first saw it, I was with you, and I was like, "Oh, this is great. It's gonna keep expanding out into this like endless loop of '80s intros, right? Because like when it starts up the second one and then merges the families and everything gets crazy, like, oh, that's really funny. I wonder why. But then when it gets crazy, I remember in the middle of my first viewing, I was like, how long? Holy shit, this is long. And I jumped to the end to see what was happening. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I went back and like I wanted to see how it all pieced together. Yeah. I think it's just a great riff on TV intros, you know what I mean? And just like, because they do like the Law and Order stuff in there and all these other different things that they pull it back together and make fun of. And I mean, it makes no sense, sure. But But the fact, like Colin kept saying when I showed it to him the first time, why didn't we think of this? We should have done. Like, whoa, like maybe we would have thought to do like make fun of 80s intros, or we would have thought to put a killer in it and hide him in back frame. Because now it's one of those things you watch it again and you catch something different every time.
But it's just crazy. Like the killer is in every scene, and that's awesome. But why is it a slasher film?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm sorry. No, go ahead, Nick.
No, I was gonna say here's how I think this went down. And someone, please, if you were a part of this project, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone was like, "Hey, it's almost the end of the year, and we've got an extra $50,000, but we need to film something in a week. Go," and that's just it. And we have stuff like that happen to us all the time, where someone's like,
all the time,
not that much money.
100 pence is like, hey, I have $50,000. You guys want to do a rap video?
No, it's like someone's like, hey, we got to get this video out the door really quick. Just whatever the first thing is that comes to your brain, go.
Yeah.
Go do
okay.
It. You know, but
so pretty much the exact same thing, but without the money.
Without the money, yeah, exactly. So if we had $50K and someone was like, hey, you got to get this done in 2 weeks, go.
Isn't the story that it took him a year to do it?
It was in post processing for a year.
Was it really?
Yeah. Because just to get everything done and have it all link up the way and use the graphics and everything.
The thing that was crazy to me is that there wasn't any known names. I thought that there was gonna be a cameo at some point of somebody.
Which one of them? Did you Google the girls?
I googled a couple of them.
Yeah, apparently they used
names?
they are. Apparently they used a bunch of extras and stuff like that, and we're basically like, we're not gonna be able to really pay you that much, but your real name will be in the video. And I think it's brilliant. I was talking to Tim before that I would have kept it going as it was in the first 3 or 4 minutes for as long as possible. I think that was really funny, when it went to the Roseanne style and I just thought it would have been funny if they just kept putting more and more and more characters into it. Until there was literally 200 characters in the show. Mm-hmm. That to me would have been funny enough. The whole slasher thing, I would not have come up with. It's funny and it's silly. We watched it 4 times when we were in Kentucky.
Every day at 4 in the morning. To let you know how Kentucky went.
Yeah. But it's very funny and very clever, and it is one of those things where I think, and I'm like, man, I wish I thought of that, because it's such an idea I actually really respect. It's a funny idea.
What are you guys' favorite parts from it? Because a couple come to mind for me. For me, one is the weird cat puppet thing.
Yes,
when it has to crawl.
That's what is his name?
I don't know.
Snarful, but yeah, when for sure
he has to crawl and hit the thing.
Well, it's like everyone
does nothing.
Everyone, no, it does. It does. It ends reality or whatever, and then it does the multi-tiled thing. I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, the crazy Brady Bunch shit.
Yeah, I thought it was ending.
But my favorite part of the entire thing is the bird.
Yes, the Dallas
syndrome.
I lose it at that every time I watch it. Yeah, they do it 5 times in a row, and I thought that was the most brilliant. But no, and I can't. What is it? It's not Snarf. That's who they're making fun of. But Snarful or whatever the hell the cat's name is
from Thundercats.
Exactly. Yes, that's the original Snarf, and they named this character a riff on Snarf. I can't remember what it is. Okay. But when the first time when he does the rainbows and they shoot out of his hands, but then when he's mutilated and they have that awesome scene from his perspective of him pulling himself towards the button.
And he's the aorta squirt. There's there's one shot of him with a bloody neck, squirting out.
Yeah, I almost gave up watching it. The part where the serial killer wins, I guess, and he's sitting there at the table
with all the heads.
I was like, okay, you guys lost me here. I don't know if I'm into this. But then it was right after that where it really lost.
What's funny is I wonder if anyone that's watching this episode of the show right now is going to watch this first, and if that spoils it for them, because I don't think it would. I don't think there's any
there's no way you can piece together everything we just said into
because nothing makes any sense anyway.
If for the video anyway, we should put in. I don't know if there's a way to put text on the video in the very beginning, go watch the video first or something, so people aren't.
Yeah, when we annotate to it,
in a way that
Another thing I like, and not for the reasons you think, I really enjoy when it's still in the 80s part, and there's the girl who's topless, and there's that dumb nerd who's looking, and they both react. But then what I like about this is first off how stupid that is, and how totally 80s that is, and now we'd be like, that's fucking assault. What are you doing? But then the fact that later on she's playing Pictionary and she's still holding her breasts, I thought that was such a brilliant move.
Was good. So also at the end when they kind of go back and redo a lot of the scenes they did before, but with different characters.
Yeah, when the girl plays the cop and stuff like that. Yeah, it's weird. I actually really like just because of how stupid it is in the terms of that mid to late 80s Miller Boyette aesthetic or whatever. Mm-hmm. Just the stuff when it was still innocent and fine, and we didn't really know where it was going at with when they're moving the couch and then the girl gives up and just jumps on the couch.
And the dad grabs his back and spins around.
It's there's just really fun, and also the guy in the office where they're giving him all these papers falling off, and then he looks at the camera
yeah.
It's so.
And I like when that guy comes home to the other dad and they're holding their respective wives, and then they all make out with the other person. That was before we knew what we were getting into. And you're like, oh, that's funny.
But yeah, that topless girl, I'm going to say it for the reason that you were not thinking. I Googled her. It was a good Google. I like her.
Was it a good Google?
Yeah.
I gotta look it up.
It was good.
She was not bad looking.
I love it. I think it's a great video. I'm glad it's blown up.
It's brilliant. Yeah, it's
Really, really infectious song too.
Oh yeah.
Like that's hard to forget. Yeah, we saw everything.
Apple Spice and all that, like whatever.
Yeah. It takes a lot to make a stew.
My favorite thing was how they kept changing up the song. Like the third repetition of it, I was like, okay, god damn it. But then once it went to like the G.I. Joe thing, I was like, I love you guys.
Yeah.
And the space thing, the
Too many
COOK. Yeah, whatever. I almost fucked that up. I almost added a Z in there.
You're fine. Don't worry.
An extra C.
Today on a live stream, I said, "What kind of animal is Chester Cheetah?" So don't worry, you're okay. The stupider things have been said in the last 24 hours. Yeah. All right, that's good. I like that. Everybody should go watch that video.
Absolutely.
My turn for a topic.
All right, Greg.
A few weeks ago now, and I'm late to the game here, so everybody stick with me. I got turned on to this girl, Miranda Sings. She's a big YouTube name. Tim knows her.
She has my pigeon shirt.
Okay, if we can save the beef for later, yes.
Okay.
Tim, after I discovered this girl, Miranda Sings. Look at her channel down there. Click on her, enjoy her content. She's this comedian. She puts on lipstick all wrong, sings off key, is really awkward and really funny on camera. And now, yes, she has been wearing Tim's pigeon shirt, and Tim's very upset that she's gonna get accolades for this amazing shirt that he is the one who pioneered.
We have proof.
Yeah, she could. I mean, she
that'll
could do it
stand
too.
up in the court of YouTube, all right. Now, when Target's throwing the free shirts at her, we'll say, well, we were first.
Yeah.
Anyways, Miranda Sings. Crazy improv comic, right? Sings all these songs. Really funny girl. So funny, in fact, she is on this season, upcoming still, of Comedians Getting Coffee with Seinfeld. The Seinfeld show. It's her and him talking and doing an episode. And so I got turned on to this girl, found her content through Christine. Props to Christine. And then, like, the next day, I caught in one of those, like, widgets, like, keep reading, all these different things, a thing about her doing the show with Seinfeld. So I clicked on that. And what it was actually was, obviously she knew she was doing the show or had already filmed the show with Jerry Seinfeld, but it was Seinfeld on Letterman, and it was a cut clip from his interview that didn't make it to air, I guess, because the 75-year-olds who watch CBS don't understand YouTube and wouldn't understand what's happening. And Dave Letterman was like, I don't know who Miranda Sings is. And he's like, should I? And Jerry's like, well, you should, but you shouldn't because you're old. And so the thing was, though, that this got clipped out of the interview. It lived on YouTube. And so she woke up to people tweeting it at her of like, holy shit, Jerry Seinfeld is talking to David Letterman on network television about you. And she basically had this tweet of just like, this is crazy. I meant to pull up the exact tweet, but basically like, this is a lot to take in upon waking up. This is crazy. And so my topic for the show today is, who would that be for you? Who is talking to David Letterman, or Tim and I think I pitched this topic to you earlier, right? Who, if you woke up and was following you on Twitter, would blow your mind? Talking about you with Letterman or following you on Twitter all of a sudden out of the blue would blow your mind?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that would blow my mind.
Yeah. No, I've always had a thing for that man, and
You have.
I've wanted to meet him. Like, yeah. As
Did
soon
you
as
meet him at Comic-Con?
He
came by twice. I interviewed him twice.
He was there. We had a moment, but I wouldn't call it meeting.
Okay.
We stood next to each other. It was good. But like since I started working at IGN, I was telling Nick, I'm like, Nick, I know we get to every once in a while hang out with some celebrities. Please let me hang out with Samuel L. Jackson. He's like, one day you will. You haven't lived up to that promise yet, Nick.
You did. You were in the green room with him,
Yeah,
hanging out with
but,
him.
I mean, okay.
I can't make the introduction for you. I don't know the man.
Yeah.
You had everything. You could have offered him coffee. Hey, Mr. Jackson,
Could've.
do you want coffee? Can I get you coffee real quick?
I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. Thank you.
Yeah.
The other one.
All right, let's do that. Let's get him on the GameOverGreggy show, and we'll film that music video.
I like that.
And it'll just be him knocking each one of us out as we do it.
Yeah. And Taco Bell's my other one.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
you'd freak
The
out if Taco Bell
Twitter.
followed
Yeah,
you.
because I've said this before, the Taco Bell social media person.
Yeah.
Oh, they're amazing. So amazing. And this kind of happened to me. I said something, they retweeted it and responded, and I freaked the fuck out. Kevin was with me. He was there. He saw it happen. But yeah, Taco Bell's Twitter.
They're really good at tweeting.
They're really good.
They're really, really good at Twitter. I like that a lot. Here's the thing. I've been having a good run on Twitter, as you know. No, but like I tweet about it because I'm not going to hide the fact. So there's a few names I'll get to here in a second. But one of them the other day was, I'm Weezer fan. Big old Weezer fan. Love that Weezer. And so Rivers Cuomo, lead singer, tweeted something. I clicked on his name to see something else. See maybe how many followers he had or get to a link. I forget what it was. And when I did, I scrolled past the part that you follow this person. And then it said he follows you. And I was like, what? And I just stopped. And I was just staring at my phone. I'm like, what? Rivers knows I exist in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? I literally sat there and I tweeted something along the lines of just stumbling over my words that I was going through in my head of just how does, what? Yeah, what? It's so incomprehensible that this guy who means so much to me, at some point I tweeted something about Weezer or whatever, and he was like, yeah, sure, follow. It hasn't left.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of tweets about Portillo and Lego Batman since then. He's still hanging on. He's like, yeah, good luck with that Twitch stream, Greg. But yeah, so that's a weird one. And I haven't had any personal interaction with him. Mm-hmm. So this is the opposite side of it. Now, if I was to wake up and see Kevin Smith talking to David Letterman about me or tweeting about me, or that he had followed me, I should say, that would be another end game, right?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Because I'm lucky enough that I hosted the Lego Batman panel at New York Comic Con, and he was on it, right? And so backstage, we're getting ready to go on, and this is the first. Kevin Smith and I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. Everybody knows that. I think about me. I think I talk about Mallrats enough to talk about that. And so we're in the same circle, obviously, of fat nerddom here, where this is going around with DC Comics and everything else, right? And so he's another guy who comes to Comic-Con every year. Every year, I'm anchored to the desk, and he comes up for something to go do it on the balcony.
Yeah, every year.
So I always see him move out of the. And we had Jason Mewes come on up at noon, so I know Mewes and on a oh yeah, well, you've been on the show and you're cool and we like each other. Not like we're best friends or anything. And so I feel like we've been close before, and I've talked to his PR people trying to get him to come on up at noon or whatever, and it's it never really works out, so on and so forth. So when he finally walked in, I'm finally in the presence of Kevin Smith, right? I hold it together. I sit, he's getting introduced to all the actors that he didn't know, and then some that he did. And then Warner Brothers PR is like, "Oh, Kevin, I'm sure you probably know Greg, right?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, nice to finally meet you. Nice to finally real world meet you." And I was like, "Kevin Smith knows who I am." You know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh," and he was like, "Yeah, we've been in the same, so we've had passing glasses or something like that." And I was like, holy shit, Kevin Smith knows who I am. You know what I mean? And again, not knows who I am like he cares, but knows that we've been close. We've been close to meeting before, right? And so then we explained what we're going to do out there. We went out there. We had great banter. Everything was great. After the panel, we walked off or whatever. We're walking off, and I told him, blah, blah, that was great. Thank you so much. He's like, yeah, man, he's like, you got to come on the podcast. I'm like, you got to come on my show. That's more important. And I'm like, well, no, hold on. I don't mean that's more important. I just mean that, I'm not inviting myself on your show. He's like, no, we should do a crossover sometime. I'm like, you know what I mean? Hasn't happened.
Can we call it Fat Man on Fat Man?
Sure. We'll have Panda Musk draw the naked fat men on top of each other.
Call it that.
But it hasn't happened yet. But then I got to tell him the whole story. I'm like, just for the record, we've worked together before. And he's like, we have? And I'm like, yeah, my photos in the background are Jay and Silent Bob because you do that contest on the website. He's like, oh, no shit, man. Yeah. And so then I had to go do Podcast Beyond. And I was late and I was winded and I took my shirt off. But I had that moment. And since then, he's tweeted something and I'll respond. He'll favorite it or what, and so
you're Twitter flirting.
There's that game. There's that fucking game that we know he knows who I am. He doesn't follow me yet probably because I DM him about something stupid right away. But we're close, and that's one of those things of thinking back to when I had the Mallrats blueprint signed by him that a girl gave me because a stalker gave it to her. That was on my wall or whatever.
Circle of life.
Circle of fucking life, man.
That's exactly what they meant when they said that.
Yeah, that's what they were thinking about when they wrote this song. Colin, what crazy ass Grantland writer are you gonna have for me?
No, I was gonna say I have way more Twitter followers than I probably deserve to have. So a lot of the people actually that I respect, and that I always think it's cool when they interact with me and stuff. Have fewer Twitter followers than I do. Sometimes significantly fewer, and it's just because I have more Twitter followers than makes any sense, and they probably have too few. But I always it's just because I'm a sports nerd, I guess, but I always interacting with writers, sports writers and beat writers and stuff. And Rich Eisen tweeted at me, which was kind of cool. And I'm a huge Rich Eisen fan, and he's a pretty big commentator on NFL Network. He used to be on ESPN. And I was tweeting with some people that he gave this awesome Jets rant. He tweeted at me oh, thanks for watching. I have another one today or whatever. I was like, that's fucking awesome. He maybe responded because he saw that I was verified or whatever. I don't know why he would pick me out, but.
Verified does help.
But I was every once in a while someone favorites me or responds to me or retweets me that is a beat writer for the Islanders or the Jets, which I think is really cool. And I think probably the biggest people that I know follow me is, and we've talked about this on the show, I think is Dredge, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
They only follow about 50 people and they follow me, and they're a band and they're pretty big. And so I think that's really cool. But as far as people that I would love to follow me, I mean, I think about like some musicians that I really love, and I've interacted with some of the guys on 311 on Twitter and stuff like that. But it'd be cool if some of the drummers that I really respect, like Chad Sexton or Neil Peart or something like that, would
Neil Peart,
would talk about me or whatever. But it's just I always think it's really cool to just be able to interact with some famous people, and every once in a while I don't tweet at people. I answer a lot of my tweets, or as many as I can. I usually answer them in bursts of like 20 or 30, and then I won't answer any for like a few days because I just don't pay attention to my Twitter as much as I should. But it's cool when I tweet at someone that's like famous and they actually respond. Keith Olbermann tweeted at me once because I talked when I was a little more abrasive on Twitter. I talked shit to him and he tweeted back at me.
What did he say?
He said it's something. He actually like totally insulted me and like won the argument. But I thought that was kind of funny. I kind of got what I deserved.
Kind of funny.
But Twitter's cool because it's access. It's like democratized access for everybody as long as people choose to respond.
Sure.
That's why I know it's important for us to respond to people as much as possible, which is what I try to do. And I always appreciate that. But so I guess what I'm saying is like the people I've been most flabbergasted that have responded to me, Grantland writers, or guys that work for the Jets or something like that, usually have fewer Twitter followers than me, but it's just because they don't have the Twitter followers they deserve, and I have too many Twitter followers.
Yeah, I mean, on that card, right, like another, like, not white whale or whatever, because I really haven't tried hard, but I would love to interact with Dan Aykroyd, and he has fewer followers than me, but it's like, I'll tweet something every so often, and he is super not active, right? Like, he tweets every now and again, but he is not active. Another deep cut of personal inside jokes that one day we'll make into something. No. He'd be great. And then the opposite, obviously, who has way more followers than me and deserves all of her followers, Taylor Swift. For as much as I tweet at Taylor Swift, I would love just one day she responds to some stupid screenshot from DC Universe I sent out.
She's a social media angel. Like, everything she touches, she's so funny. Just today, I was reading an interview she did with BuzzFeed. And she's so funny.
She's genius.
She just gets it.
She does.
And it's good. She just makes me smile.
She does.
I hope she follows you one day, Greg.
I'm not even worried about the follow. Just even a favorite. Just like another one of like...
That'd be even better.
Hey, that fat guy has made another video game character that's named after me.
I think the most I ever freaked out, real quick, was the Green Ranger. Meeting the Green Ranger, I lost my shit. Yeah.
But that was like... Tommy's awesome. Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
We love him.
I know.
He's a guaranteed GameOverGreggy show guest one day.
But that doesn't change the fact that I freaked the fuck out and lost my shit.
What a nice guy, too.
He's amazing.
Nice guy.
We love you, Jason. Good dude.
I don't know. I'm always I just freak out when anyone follows me in general. Like,
just normal.
You just see that someone followed you on Twitter. You're like,
literally every day. No, I mean, obviously, yeah. Anyone like big following me. Kevin Smith would be amazing because obviously Kevin Smith is sort of my god. No, I'm still fascinated that people would follow me and still want to hear any of the stupid stuff that I have to say on Twitter. Or
what if Vin Diesel followed you?
Oh my god.
No, okay. Here's the thing.
That would be amazing.
I'm trying to think of who I want to answer Nick's question.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard question because I'm just amazed.
I think Daniel Craig might be the number one.
I don't know if he's on Twitter though.
No, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, imagine he makes a Twitter just to follow you.
Bruce Willis.
That would be amazing considering Bruce Willis hates everything that has to do with the press or social media. But that would be if one day you wake up and there's an article or Bruce Willis is talking about his newest project and he's like, yeah, I really don't. I wish I liked Twitter so I could follow Nick. That's my Bruce Willis.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really good.
It kind of felt like I was going into De Niro face at the end, so I had to pull out of it.
But I closed my eyes going into it just to imagine I was in that world, and you nailed it. Well, now you're just nailing. You're having some sort of stroke.
Now I'm just doing my De Niro.
What is the clouds receded? Is that the line?
And the waters.
are
receded. Now let's just lie. That Morgan Freeman is fucking on point.
Your Morgan Freeman could use some work.
You impact.
No, I mean, yeah. If James Bond decided to follow me one day, I think that would be freaking amazing. If he was like, Nick, I need you. I'm like, I'm here for you. Whatever you need. Danny. Can I call you Danny? Is that a thing? No? Okay, I'll call you Craig.
He's like, no one calls me
Craig. Why would you call him Craig?
I call him whatever he wants me to call him. No,
That's my last name,
good,
sir.
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like it would be fascinating to have Letterman talking about me, for Christ's sake, or Seinfeld. I mean, we haven't even talked about Seinfeld.
Oh my god! I mean, that's the thing
icon.
That's the thing is, I don't want to be too trite, but like, I would shit myself if Seinfeld or Larry David talked about me. Larry David is like one of my favorite people in the world. You know, it's just that would be like, why would he ever talk about me? You know, if I was Larry David, I would just.
You're a lot like Larry David, though. I feel like you guys would meet each other, and it would be like instantly going into a conversation.
You'd both complain about
the music would just start. Well, George is like my favorite fictional character of all time, and Larry David is George, so it makes a lot of sense that maybe I'm more like him than I thought.
You are very simpatico with him.
I just wish I had $400 million like he did.
That would be amazing.
Don't fuck up this YouTube channel. Maybe you get there.
In about 400 years.
I'll take 1% of that.
Wait, we're getting $1 million a year?
Yeah, in my brain we are.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how that math worked out.
Damn, that Patreon's doing real well. All right.
Yeah.
Good topic. Me. Thanks, me.
Good job, Greg.
Good job, me. Colin.
Okay, so
Is someone making brownies? Is that what I'm smelling right now? Or am I
Cheryl
dying?
bakes a lot.
yeah, Cheryl makes a lot of sense.
Because I bet
Yo, Cher Bear, you making brownies? No. Thanks.
I'm right.
Oh, it's a candle. Well, that's a disappointment.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Can't eat a candle.
You can try.
Eat a candle?
So you'll have to forgive me if there's any repetition on this. So I found out, I didn't find out. It's not like you were hiding it from me. I heard that when I was gone for one of the episodes, you guys played would you rather? Is it fair to say would you rather? Would you
yes.
rather?
At this point, I'm going to say it's a GameOverGreggy classic.
Oh,
Okay.
this is
It did go well. Oh, we're doing Would You Rather again.
Oh yeah, I think this is called a recurring segment.
Okay.
So I thought I found a site called I just Googled "Would you rather," and a site called Rather with 3 R's came up in the beginning. RR.
Is that a real thing, or-
RR Rather, like George Railroad Martin.
So this is Railroad Random?
Right. Railroad Rather.
Random Ather.
So I just thought we played a little bit of this, and I don't know exactly what the rules were about how you guys played it.
You
but
present it?
And then we just talk
We
about
just
it?
talk
Yep.
about each one of these
Okay.
motherfuckers.
I think the first one is very interesting.
We'll do 50.
It's very thought-provoking, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys thought about this one or had this one, so forgive me if you have.
Well, it's not the same. We did different with Veronica. It wasn't like this thing, right?
No, it was a different one.
Okay.
Ours was a BuzzFeed list.
Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding, or would you rather have no one show up to your funeral?
Funeral. It's the name of question.
Yeah, funeral.
I think wedding, because weddings are really expensive. No one showed up. Maybe I knew ahead of time I could save some money.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
That's how it
You'd
works.
go there and you would have 50 plates of salmon and 1,000 steaks that you ordered.
That'd be the worst. Yeah.
It's a lot of steaks.
Probably funeral. I wouldn't care. Who cares?
Exactly. You're dead. Who cares? The wedding's got too much riding on it because first off, no one shows up. You look like both you and your mate are unlovable.
Yeah.
No one likes
No
you.
family.
You are both douchebags.
Cursed.
You've both
You're
been punched
gonna
in the
get
head
punched,
at Victory
yeah.
Hall.
Yeah.
Right now, only Tim's side of the wedding will be empty. We'll have to have one day. You have to do a prophecy to tell me if you see the other side being empty.
I
as
don't
well.
see it. It's unclear right
It's too
now.
cloudy. All right.
See, I want to blow my wedding out. Like, I want to make a big production out of it.
You?
Yeah.
Wow, that
I
doesn't
know.
sound like you at all.
It's ridiculous. So if I did that, I'd want people to fucking be there.
So what do you?
If it was up to, if I could blow out my funeral, I would. But I don't trust you guys are going to do
But
that. good of a
the
job
problem
of
with
it.
you is this.
We're gonna put your
You'd want to
ashes
be at
into a
your
computer.
funeral.
Yeah.
You'd want to be performing at your funeral.
Yeah. I'm the type of guy that would stage my death to see how people react to it if I could.
It's true.
You should do that next week.
Yeah.
Also,
make a video out of it.
follow-up question to this before we go back to the original question. If you had the capability of taking all the money that you had saved up, you could either give that to a loved one or Tupac-style hologram at your funeral, where you rap to everyone via hologram, what would you do?
I would have to think about it. I'd probably end up giving the money.
All right.
Just because that hologram wasn't as cool as I wanted it to
I
be.
want to know in your head what is a blown out wedding?
Oh, I can't tell people that.
Are there fireworks?
My secrets?
Are there fireworks?
Disneyland's involved.
Holy
Does
shit!
every table have a chocolate fountain?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
He hasn't gotten that far.
It's a waste of
Yeah,
money.
gotten
Don't
that
do
far.
that.
No.
Don't do
Not
that.
waste the money if everyone likes it.
Have hot sauce on every table though. Crystal hot sauce or Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot, preferably. I don't like Crystal.
Really? It's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not really the same thing.
No, it's definitely not.
I eat more hot sauce than any of you.
Crystal and
Why
Frank's
you
are not
can't
the same.
taste anymore.
Next week, my topic's gonna be here's one thing of hot sauce and one thing of hot sauce. Let's tell them the fucking
Oh,
apart.
play that game with me.
I'm gonna,
play that fucking
motherfucker.
game with me.
Kevin, write it down. I'm gonna forget.
Someone was stupid enough to one of my good friends actually, my friend Kevin from college. didn't believe that I couldn't tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi, and then didn't believe that I could tell the difference between Coke that had been expired and Coke that was just bought. And I'm like, you're out of your mind. And
Expired?
Yeah, like he had Coke that went bad like 3 months ago, and then I was like, I'm not drinking it. He's like, it's fine, whatever. And then he like I have pictures on my phone of like all these taste tests.
Oh shit! I'm thinking right now. I'm doing taste test topic. I'm gonna bring in multiples of things next week.
That's a really good topic.
I like that.
All right. Would you rather? This is an interesting one. It's a serious one.
Finally.
Would you rather go back in time and meet your ancestors pre-1800s? Or would you rather go way into the future and meet your great-grandchildren post-2200?
Future.
Yeah, fuck the old people.
I'd be like, who won every World Series?
Oh, God, you're doing the almanac shit?
And I'd make all the
Well,
money
there's
in the
no
world.
coming back, I think.
Oh, I just gotta go?
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I don't like my relatives. I don't know much. They're great people, but
No, the future would be awesome. See what happens. Now, granted, there's always that concern. You're going to go through the gate, and it turns out there was an EMP, and there's a bull that actually killed everybody, and it's there, and the monkeys rule now.
Wait, hold on. Go back to the question again. Are we going to the future, or are we just meeting our future people?
Oh, fuck.
Go way back in time
Okay.
and meet your ancestors. Go way into the future and meet
Go.
your great-grandchildren.
We're going
Yeah,
there.
that's poorly phrased. They should have just said,
but you can come back.
Would you rather meet them or them?
Why the fuck would I even care? Either way. They're like 3 generations removed. I don't know who's after my
Well,
grandfather.
then why are they even a part of this equation? It should just be, would you rather go to the future or go to the past?
That's funny is that you say that because
1,000%.
there's a sub question on this one that says
sub-questions?
The real question is, would you rather travel to the past or future?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I'm going to get there and be like,
Deduced.
oh, cool, you're my ancestors. Neat.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Or you're my shitty little offspring's offspring.
Oh, right. That's the wrong way. So, yeah, hey, what up? I'm your great-great-grandfather. I did things on YouTube. Is that still a thing? Are my videos still up? How many views do they have? Anyways, I'm going to go chill out and see what's happening. Did anyone make... Is our buffalo chicken burritos a thing? Because I'm sick of making my own. Thanks. Did Pachi's ever put a buffalo chicken pizza on the menu? How did all of the Superman movies come out? Can I see those?
Was there any good ones?
What?
Did DC ever make a good movie?
How many decades do we have to go to got a really good Superman game? Tell me that.
Hasn't happened yet? All right.
But I'd be terrified of opening the door into the future, and yeah, it's just spores and shit that kill you.
No, that'd be cool. They'd be nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say.
Please.
No, continue. My
No,
comment was
please,
complete.
please.
It's
Yeah,
now
I
the whole
interrupted you, I'm
show's ground to a halt because of you.
No, what if
I
you were the
interrupted
one that
something.
brought the spores? What if the spores had, like, they had evolved? And
Well, if I'm going back, yeah, that'd be the concern. Then I'm bringing some,
Yeah.
things they're not vaccinated for.
true.
Going
I love that.
forward,
Yeah, you would
for
be
sure.
You would be in danger.
You open it up and there'd be nukes and shit and all crazy crap. Scorpions probably.
Nukes and scorpions.
like normal
Was
sized
this Honey, I
scorpions or
Shrunk the Kids?
giant scorpions?
This is like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No, it's like Fallout.
Like the
Yeah,
ants.
like Fallout. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Now
think
this-
scorpions are gonna have a big boost.
I told you that my brother had a pet. My brother had a pet scorpion. when I was a kid.
2040 is really the year of the scorpion. Let's
I
be
told
honest.
that story on this show. I think once.
That he had a pet scorpion.
Yeah.
What about
His
is
name
that-
his name was Wellington.
Wellington.
was that the end of the story?
That's it. He just had a pet scorpion.
How'd he
He
die?
got it for Christmas. He never ate. He refused
Stabbed
to eat.
himself.
He died after 2 months.
Have you seen that video? Mm-hmm. Jeez, have you?
What? No.
There's these people who, like, nice people, I'm sure, but there's a scorpion in their house. It's not a huge one or anything, and they put a glass over it, and the scorpion figures out that it's trapped, so it just stings itself in the back to death. That's a fucking... I can roll with that scorpion. That scorpion's
That's
got the
right
right
or die.
idea,
Yeah.
right? That's my thing, too. I'm just like, oh,
going down with the
you've
ship.
imprisoned me, and I just jump head first into the floor, break my own neck.
Oh my god. Can you guys imagine Greg doing that?
No, I can imagine coming home and seeing Greg broken neck on my kitchen floor and
But
having
it's
to
not
explain to
fully
my wife,
broken. He's just like,
we don't have enough Swift.
finish me.
Kill me.
All right. So this one is
Craig, I just went to Starbucks for 5 minutes. What are you doing?
this one is brilliant, and I really need you guys to just think long and carefully about this.
Long
one,
and
okay?
hard.
Would you rather wake up naked and sore and without any memory of the night before next to the Burger King, telling you had it your way? Or would you rather wake up?
Are we talking the king?
Burger? Yeah, the King.
Oh, good lord.
Or would you rather wake up naked next to Ronald McDonald, telling you that you were loving it?
I mean,
Burger King.
no, McDonald, man.
Yeah, no.
I want to know.
That's
if
a
Mike
clown.
did it.
That's next level for me, man. I'd rather get.
Have you seen The King, though?
I know him well.
creepiest
yeah.
thing.
Freaky.
The King's creepy, but the King's creepy like we'd roll with him. He's creepy like you're creepy.
The king?
Yeah.
Nah.
You are creepy.
You guys remember Sneak King
Yeah.
on Xbox?
How can I forget Sneak King? Like game of the year.
Yeah. it's
But like no, like
I do remember.
I mean, think of it this way. Honestly, with all due respect to Tim, the King is just a caricature of Tim.
I
Because
mean,
you imagine you remove the mask of the Burger King, and
see.
it's just Burger King. It's the guy. Just like when you want to as Halloween as yourself
Oh.
with a mask on your face.
yeah.
I think you pull it off, and he's just like, hey, yeah, I wear that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
I walk around like that too.
I don't think I've ever seen you creep around like
I
that.
do that.
Okay.
Creep King, was that what the
Sneak King.
Sneak King, yeah.
Creep King.
Creep King.
I just remember that game on Xbox.
Yeah,
the original Xbox.
I'm going Burger King just because I like Burger King more than McDonald's.
Yeah.
What?
100%.
Yeah, I like Burger King better.
The
100%.
fuck?
no, you've heard they're big time Burger King fans.
The Whopper.
The Whopper.
Well,
Whopper
here's-
man.
Broiled.
Here, what's surprising about you
Real
liking
food.
Burger King is that I like Burger King a lot too. I don't really have allegiances when it comes to McDonald's or Burger King, but what I like about Burger King is their mustard is so fucking potent.
They don't put it on the Whopper, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't order the Whopper. I order the cheeseburgers.
Oh, well, that's
the
what-
pickles
that's-
taste amazing. Mustard and ketchup on point. Not cold. That's the other thing. Has anybody developed the technology just to have mustard and ketchup left out? Because I hate putting cold mustard and ketchup onto my warm
What
burgers.
was that? When were we talking about that in Kentucky about the whole Arch Deluxe or whatever it was called?
Oh, yeah, it keeps-
where they
keeps
kept
the
it
cold
separate.
tied,
They kept
yeah.
it separate.
A giant McDonald's fail.
This one's kind of morbid. It's actually implicitly morbid. Would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death?
Whoa. Neither. Jeez.
I'm gonna say date.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad news.
No,
I don't know about that.
Well, then you would know, and it'd be over.
I would
Fine.
rather
Yeah,
know. I'd rather know neither of them. I'm not choosing.
Yeah, but
Okay,
imagine,
no, that's
imagine
not
you know
how
the
these work.
cause. Because if you know the cause, if you know the date, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's going to happen this day. If you know the cause, it's like the cause is car crash.
right?
You're just like, fuck.
Well, yeah, like I'm thinking of it
Or
that
heart
way.
attack.
I'm thinking of it
Yeah,
from
no,
personal
definitely
enjoyment.
date.
No, you choke on a chicken wing, Greg. Fuck. I eat chicken wings 3 times a week.
The
and I
funny
gotta
thing is
stop.
that you think like it's like Calvinism and predestination. Like you think that like, all right, I know I'm gonna die from choking on a chicken wing. I'm never gonna eat a chicken wing again. But there's gonna be some sort of rendezvous with a chicken wing you have.
Yeah.
That is
Final
gonna be
Destination style.
Yeah.
Chicken wing bounces off shit and kills
Yeah, there's
you.
an explosion. It like
Yeah.
shoots out, and then the bone goes through my heart.
Yeah.
Or a giant chicken wing comes and chokes you. Just rear naked chokes you.
All right. Should we
When I
do
go
it?
through into the future to see it, turns out chicken wings became self-aware.
And they're pissed.
Yeah.
They,
I would be there, Will Smith.
Yeah.
And I am Legend. I'm the monster. Portillo's really worried about what you're doing over there.
Should we do a few more?
Yeah.
oh, yes.
Would you rather find true love, or would you rather find $10 million?
$10 million.
Yeah, I agree.
True love? Like, fact?
I guess yeah. Like it's.
I'm gonna go with
it's
the love.
It's undefined.
I'm going to go with the love, which you can find on districtlines.com/kindafunny.
When can you find
What's
it, Tim?
that?
What year
It's
is that
a
happening
shirt.
in?
2016.
Oh, god damn it.
Boom.
No, get the Moriarty Miller shirt.
Boom, I'll tell you that right now. Tim,
I was really impressed
for
by the
a
way.
moment there, I was testing you. And you came through with love.
I want
But-
to tell people how happy we were last week was voting, and so many people wore their presidential shirts from us out to the polls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of photos were sent our way of people voting in our shirts, which is amazing. Thank you.
That is amazing.
You
Yeah,
mean-
I'd
you
go with
mean
the
our
love.
shirts.
Because
No,
I
not
don't
your
believe
shirt
that
for
true love exists. We kind of talked about this like a couple weeks ago.
Damn it, I wasn't on that
It's
episode.
worth $10 million to me.
You think that true love exists?
Huh?
I know that true love exists. I know that companionship exists.
You already
Loyalty.
said you take the money.
I would take the money. I would take the money in a
You're
heartbeat.
already married. You already got the money.
I know.
Now
I,
you
got-
take
I
the
have,
money.
I have my true love.
That's what I was saying. Like
But I don't
I'm
have-
already with the girl I love. So.
Oh,
But I mean, like that's already. I don't have the money, so it's I'm already.
But,
It's not
like-
like I'm without both.
see,
My
that's
conundrum
funny.
is my conundrum
That's
isn't,
funny.
isn't as dire.
I thought, yeah, okay, now you're putting interesting spins on it because I thought, yeah, picking money meant no true love. That you wouldn't know it's true love. I guess that's the thing. It takes the guesswork out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm similar too. I found true love clearly. His name's Portillo.
Porty.
Look at him stare at the camera.
Say
He
something.
just knows. He's been raised to know the camera's on him, and then now he's looking at Tim. People are moving around. He wants to make sure. I don't know. I guess you all make good points. I do love Christine already, so maybe I could just take the money and run. But then maybe there's that nagging thing of like maybe it's not true love, and I could have had the
maybe
chance
there's
to
something
know.
out there that's like.
But maybe I would
more
just
loving.
learn that. Maybe I would just learn. Maybe there's something out there that's more loving. Someone or something.
More true. Who knows? We don't know what true love is.
It's the scorpion.
It's true.
The giant chicken wing.
That's a tough one. But yeah, if you can cop out and say that you're already in love, so it's over, and you take the money, then sure, I guess I cop out and do
I don't
that.
like cop outs.
I know that's the problem. I think if there's no cop out, then I'd say true love.
Here's an interesting one.
Here it is.
All right.
About time. This has been a boring, shitty segment.
Would
Just
you
kidding.
rather
Just
go
kidding,
deaf
just
in
kidding.
one ear, or would you rather only be able to use the internet 1 hour per week?
Deaf in one ear?
Deaf in one ear.
Deaf in 1 year.
I'm already hard of hearing, so it
I
doesn't
don't know.
hurt
I don't know
sometimes.
the answer to that question. I like to I like music. I like playing music. I
Yeah,
listen to
you
music.
do like music a lot more than most people.
Um,
If it was both ears, I don't know, that'd be a lot harder. Because like I love music too.
I wouldn't lose both ears because then it just really fucks up my life and makes it harder.
Yeah, and then yeah.
If it's both ears, then I'll lose the internet for a lot of time.
Would you rather have $100,000 in real money, or would you rather have $1 million in Amazon gift cards?
Oh man, Amazon gift cards.
Gift cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna go gift cards on that one too. Sorry.
I mean, you can buy everything off Amazon.
Yeah.
They have Amazon
They're
local
pretty
now.
damn good.
Yeah, you can get his houses and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, there's gift card exchange
And random
programs.
Nintendo things. They don't get along. Amazon and Nintendo.
Yeah,
It's upsetting.
we're not missing much.
Shocker.
This is also a
JK.
thought-provoking one. Would you rather play Russian roulette one time with one bullet? Would you play Russian roulette one time with one bullet for $100 million?
Oh, this isn't a would you? This is just a would you?
Yeah, or yes or no. Yes. So, would you play Russian roulette one time with one bullet for $100 million? So 1 in 6 chance that you'd lose.
Yes,
I think I would too.
I would.
Probably.
You either live with hella money or you're dead.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Yeah.
What's the difference? Living without $100 million is as good as dead.
This one makes me laugh. Would you rather play World of Warcraft or kill yourself?
What was that second option again?
Would you rather play World of Warcraft or would you rather kill yourself?
No.
It's a random one. It has 300 and something votes.
I'd
300 something thousand votes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Would you rather always know when someone is lying?
No.
Or would you rather always get away with lying?
I mean, isn't that one way more valuable?
Getting away with lying?
Yeah.
Always want to get away with it. Is that what it is?
No. You always get away with it.
Oh, you always get away with lying. Oh, yeah, I do that. I don't want to think people are lying all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't even think. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Because then you're just telling me stupid stuff. Like, oh, man, you want to come over? I can't. I got to go do this. Oh, you still want to come over. Why don't you just say you didn't want to come
Yeah.
over?
I feel like the first one just hurts you, and the second one, you just get to kind of be a boss.
Be a baller.
Yeah. That's what baller feels like.
That's what baller feels like.
Let's do a couple more.
All right, just 2.
2 more?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me when you want me to stop. Would you rather always be this? No, I don't like that one. I'm gonna skip that one. I don't want to waste that one. I don't want to waste on that one. Would you rather have an excellent relationship but terrible sex, or would you rather have an awful relationship with incredible sex?
I choose the first one.
Yeah.
Excellent relationship, terrible sex.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you don't want to be something
Because
abusive.
eventually it all gets bad.
Spoken like a true married man.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end it on this one.
Final one.
Would you rather have mermaids be real, or would you rather have
into it.
unicorns be real?
Ooh, fuck.
Dude, unicorns are sweet.
Yeah.
They are sweet. If you could own a unicorn, that's what I would get with $100 million. If I didn't blow my head off by accident, I'd buy a unicorn if it were real.
Unicorns suck.
What are you talking about? They suck.
Would you rather have another sentient being who lives in the sea and has its own underwater kingdom, or would you have a horse with a horn?
Oh, great. Yeah, because the
You're
horse
making a
with the
series
horn-
of assumptions about mermaids.
The horse
And
with the
unicorns.
horn is gonna
And unicorns.
yeah, like it's gonna rise up with its people one day and take over the land. No, see.
No, it's just gonna be a dumb fucking horse walking around with a thing on its head.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's a
I already
cool
don't
pet.
give a shit about horses. You
It's
put a
not
horn
horse.
on them, I don't
Unicorns
care.
aren't horses. That's
Cheetos
very
can ride
ignorant.
him.
Cheetos will
Don't
ride
bring
him.
Cheetos into
Cheetos
this.
will rock
Cheetos
the
is,
shit out
he
of
brought
a
himself
unicorn
into
right
this.
now.
Yeah.
Cheetos is everywhere.
Self into this.
Cheetos, you don't bring Cheetos places. Places go to Cheetos.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard about him.
Have you guys seen the pictures of him lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good
Insane.
photos.
You see the pictures of him riding the unicorns?
No,
They exist.
that's amazing. I
Yeah,
saw a
they
picture
do
of
now.
him.
You're talking to the future talk.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm good at this future talk.
Need it.
Well, so
Need
explain
it.
to me what a unicorn is then, in your mind.
In my mind,
Yeah.
it's more of just a being.
It's a mythical being. It's magical.
So you're not. So
It's not a horse.
Powerful.
That's underselling it.
They're white most of the time.
what are you gonna?
Most of the
What
time.
when the unicorns are real? What do they do?
They just chill. They're super rare, and you can own one of those and like a ocelot too. Like
The only
exotic
time.
animals.
The only
Ocelot?
time.
Yeah, an ocelot and a unicorn. That'd be
The only
amazing.
time
Cheetahs
unicorns
could
were
ride
ever
both.
cool was in Supergirl the movie. When before the movie began, they did like whatever it was, Columbia Pictures, and the
Yeah.
stupid
Unicorn.
Yeah, that was the only time unicorns ever mattered, and they're all dead to me now because Supergirl is dead to me.
Man, the Harry Potter
The
had a
movie,
unicorn?
because I don't have it. And I'm not watching
According
it.
to Wikipedia,
Looking for
the
that TV show.
unicorn is a legendary animal that has been described since antiquity
legendary.
as a beast with a large, pointed, spiraling horn projecting from its forehead. The unicorn was depicted in ancient seals of the Indus Valley civilization and was mentioned by the ancient Greeks in accounts of natural history. The Bible also describes an animal, the rheum, which some translations have erroneously rendered with the word unicorn.
Now give me
the lack
mermaid.
of horse
Mermaid?
in that description.
Yeah. Oh, it's an animal with a horn.
Yeah.
Don't we have enough animals with horns?
Nope.
No. I'm gonna ram.
I'm really
Name
looking
two
forward.
other ones.
I'm really looking forward to unicorns coming back,
Bambi.
becoming endangered species, and then them all living in zoos and being really miserable.
Oh, and that's not going to happen to the damn mermaids.
We're gonna eat
The mermaids are people that can speak.
We're
They
gonna
have
eat
a
them.
kingdom of Atlantis.
That's not going to stop the humans.
They're gonna be a delicacy.
A mermaid
Like sushi.
Well, they'll have weapons.
is a legendary aquatic
tridents?
creature
Tridents.
with the upper body of a female human and the tail of a fish. Mermaids appear in the folklore of many cultures worldwide, including the Near
Hold
East.
up. Mermaids can't be dudes?
I think merman.
Well, maid.
Yeah, I just looked up mermaid.
Merman pop.
Yeah, it would have to be merman and mermaids.
Mermaids appear in the folklore of many cultures
people.
worldwide, including the Near East, Europe, Africa, and Asia. The first stories appeared in ancient Assyria, in which the goddess Atargatis transformed herself into a mermaid out of shame for accidentally killing her human lover. Mermaids are sometimes associated with perilous events such as floods, storms, shipwrecks, and drownings.
What about it? Yeah, they're misunderstood.
No, they're everywhere
live in
that
a
you
ba-
don't want to be.
The mermaids live in a bad part of the town. It's called the ocean. Shit happens. There's hurricanes and crap. People live in the Midwest. There's tornadoes. They're not mythical bad people. They live in the Midwest. That's something they deal with.
Unicorns they live in
They've
magical
made the
forests.
kingdom of the Midwest. They're just like these people have made the kingdom of Atlantis.
Does Atlantis have anything to do with the mermaid? I don't think that's true.
No.
Well, no, it's a sunken city, but I'm saying in this scenario it would be because that's where Aquaman, city.
Oh, okay.
Aquaman's city Atlantis.
Because Atlantis was just the sunken continent that was a kingdom of people.
Right. But theoretically, anyways, in this
In DC Comics.
in pop culture folklore, the city of Atlantis, if it's still doing something down there, it's people who
It
can
reminds
breathe
me.
the water.
It reminds me of Edgar Casey a little bit. We should talk about Edgar Casey one day on this show.
I know who he
totally.
Is he a unicorn?
Give me something.
Yes, he's Edgar Casey was a dude who used to have in the early 1900s, I think, maybe late 1800s, I think early 1900s, used to have visions about lost civilizations and like all. He was a really people should read up on him. Edgar Cayce is his last name, Casey, and he used to draw maps of the world that like how they would look in 1900 or 1950, 1960, 1970 about how like all this fucking cataclysmic shit would happen all over the place. And he would talk a lot about Atlantis. People should read about him because he's a really weird and fascinating dude. I had one of his maps when I was a kid because I was totally fascinated with it. It was what the United States was supposed to look like in 2000. And it didn't end up happening that way. And it was all like fucked up. And he was just a totally weird dude. But he used to talk about Atlantis a lot. I think
There's not a lot of things that were totally wrong. But he talked about this other thing, though.
Well, no, he was totally wrong about everything. But he talked a lot about Atlantis. And I think he was actually one of the people that kind of...
What do you say about the
modernity?
mermaids?
And what about mermaids? I don't know if he spoke about mermaids.
Just think about how cool that would be. Another species that may wage war with us. Maybe we have to defend ourselves. They are an animal. No, and none of your rambling about this fucking horse have any of you talked about the horse talking.
Yeah,
I said, what do? They chill, is what you gave me.
Yeah. We chill. We talk, too.
What do you think we're doing right now? Chilling and talking?
Chilling and talking.
Chilling and talking.
See, I guess I don't like the fact
GameoverGreggy,
that the unicorns would have to live on our land already.
Yeah, but see...
Are they paying taxes? Are they having
homes?
homes?
There's the Pegasuses. And then there's the Pegacorns.
Don't even me. The Pegasus.
Pegasi?
Pegasuses? That's the better
Pegasuses.
of all these animals.
Pegasusy SpaceX.
Yeah.
If you're talking a Pegasus, I'll take a Pegasus over anything.
But
I
what
think
about
it can
the
fly.
Pegacorn?
It's badass.
It's like a Pegasus with
It's
unicorn.
a horse with wings, for Christ's sake.
Why is it a unicorn and not a unihorn?
Because it's stupid.
But it has one horn, not one corn.
It's Greek.
Why isn't it a unihorse?
Because it's not a horse, Nick. I thought you were on my side about this.
I don't know whose side. I don't know whose side I'm on anymore.
By the way, just real quick, you search for Edgar Casey. Second thing comes up is Edgar Casey Atlantis.
Cool.
But nothing comes up for Edgar Casey mermaids.
Damn it.
Okay.
Too bad.
Well, there you go. Thanks, Colin. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nick,
Yo.
it's your time to shine. Close this one out. Slam dunk it, as they say.
Coming
It's
out
been
of
a
the
while.
bullpen.
I've been waiting for this topic for a while since this person sent it to me on Twitter at Nick_Scarpino. If you have topics for the show, send them my way, and maybe you'll get your topic on the show. Like B_Average Games says, simply put, pie versus cake.
Pie.
Now, I feel like this is the right before we go. This is the right season to be talking about this because we're headed straight into pumpkin pie season.
Yeah. And pumpkin pie. Man. I could just...
All day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, pumpkin pie, 100%.
Little whipped cream.
Why didn't you just say eat? Why'd you make it weird?
Because in your headphones, it sounds so much dirtier when he's like,
It's like a
Oh, cool.
I don't have headphones.
So
on,
okay,
I
so
don't really
that's
know
been my
anything.
mid jokes.
See, he used to do that to me all the time on the podcast.
Cleanse your ears. You want some Q-tips?
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna go burn them. Fire. Oh man, Cheryl's a lucky woman.
I think there's a time and a place for both.
Sure.
I'm not a big sweets guy. That's not my food holdup. Obviously, it's wings and it's pizzas and it's salty and it's terrible food like that. Sweets I have to be in a mood for, and I find myself I can be in moods for either. I enjoy cake, but when I say cake, I enjoy the horrible sheet cake every so often. You get from like Jewel Osco, Safeway out here.
Okay.
A grocery store sheet cake, whatever. Of course, then there's the opposite, Susie cakes. Amazing cakes here in San Francisco. They're just so fucking good. But those are even too sweet sometimes. Yeah. Pie, I feel like if I'm ever, a cake could come around and I'm like, nah, I don't like looking at frosting. I don't like this. Pie comes around, I'm usually down with it. You got the strawberry rhubarbs, your cherries, your pumpkins. These are all great pies.
But there's a couple other ones I'm not that down with.
What pie don't you like?
Mince meat?
Pecan.
That's stupid. That's a great pie.
The pecan pie is amazing. Arguably top 5 pies. Pecan.
More than 5 pies?
There's plenty of
What are you
pies.
talking about? Is more than...
I like key lime,
Key lime is amazing.
but it can be intense. Pumpkin is just a league of its own.
Lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue, also
Dynamite.
intense.
Dynamite
Damn
fucking
good.
pie.
yeah. Not a huge
Cherry.
fan of meringue.
What?
What
Not a huge fan of meringue.
Apple pie. Apple pie
real
gets
special.
It is real
You
special.
got apple pie, you can put a little vanilla ice cream on the side of that bad boy.
A la mode, they call
A la
it.
mode.
Yeah.
Come on, son. It sounds like we're all unanimous on the pie front.
No,
Yeah, I don't like
No,
cake.
I think cake's good. Cake's really, really, really good.
But if I said to you right now, cake or pie?
I think I would go cake.
You really
it
gonna
takes
go
the
cake?
cake.
Ah!
The biggest problem with the cake is the frosting, because your cake can be good, but the frosting can just not be right. So
There's a fine line between too much, too little,
Yep.
too sweet, too sour.
Yeah, and then just mess it up.
Red velvet cake?
Oh.
I've had enough of it.
What?
It's time for it to go away. No. It's too. I don't. That's another one. You layer on that fucking sour cream cheese
Yeah.
frosting. It's,
Sour.
See, I'm not a huge fan of the cake, but the cupcake, that's another story. That's a
Cupcakes
whole
are
other thing.
amazing.
The Susie Cake's cupcake, the red velvet cake, is amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's just the right amount of portions. See, the reason you don't like the Susie Cakes, same reason I don't, is that you get about a quarter through a actual slice of the Susie Cakes, and your teeth hurt.
Yeah, too
'Cause
much.
It's so much. It's
Yeah.
really good, and then if you're like me, you power through like a man, and then you get to the next day and you're just shaking the whole time. Not a big deal. We can deal with it. But yeah, no, I don't know. I look forward to every year Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
My mother makes pumpkin pie. She makes about like 4 of them. And between my brother and I love them, we fight over them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
It goes before and after everything we eat. Sometimes it is just the meal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'll wake up for
We've been there.
breakfast and eat a slice of pumpkin pie, and then we'll go see a movie or something the next day after Thanksgiving. It's amazing. Yeah.
Here's what I want to give a shout out to: a pie restaurant, a pie organization. I just discovered when I went back to Columbia, Missouri. Peggy Jean Pies.
Peggy Jean pies.
Now the thing about them, they're amazing pies. We discovered they have this crazy story. They had been open when I was in school, but I obviously didn't know because I wasn't going to many bakeries when I was in college. Then they closed. Now they're back, better than ever. They ship now nationwide. They do the whole thing where they make the pie in a jar, and then they cook it in a little jar, and then they ship it to you. And so then you open it, you have these little pies in these little jars. Yeah, I'll bring this in the taste test next week.
This sounds amazing.
They're amazing pies, really good. It was nice to find a little local establishment, but this is what I'm talking about, is that what we did is we were going to a barbecue that night, so we wanted to bring dessert, so we got a bunch of different mini pies. Not like tiny pies, but like pies where you could split comfortably and have a bunch of different stuff. And every one of those pies was phenomenal. It was like blueberry, strawberry, rhubarb, pumpkin, cherry. That doesn't sound right. There's something else in there. There was another pie in there. It was good. But that's what I'm saying. Pies seem to go all over the place. Cake, I couldn't buy like 3-4 different little small cakes. And they wouldn't all be as popular as these pies were. I think pie is the superior dessert.
No, I
think so.
Totally disagree with that.
I've talked myself into pie.
You bring cakes places. People are gonna eat the cakes.
People are going to eat them,
They're
but they
gonna
won't
have
get,
their cake and they're gonna eat it.
Yes, exactly. They're gonna like it a lot. It's
they're not
be
going to get
good.
destroyed, though, is what I'm saying.
And I don't agree with what you're saying about the cupcake being the right ratio. I think the cupcake is even worse than the cake in terms of frosting.
The reason why the cupcake's great is because you can eat the cupcake, and then if you got a red velvet cupcake and a lemon cupcake in front of you, you don't have to choose. You can eat them both. And you don't have to feel guilty about it. Whereas
still
like,
have
you
to
get
kinda feel
a
guilty.
giant. Well, I mean, you just forget about it, like everything else.
Well, I'm just talking about the ratio of frosting to cake.
And I see you're doing it wrong because I think there's more. I think that's the right one if you do it the Nashville way. Of course, everybody knows Scarlett on the TV show Nashville.
Everybody knows her.
Claire, she's a real person on Twitter. Follow her. Kevin put Claire's Twitter on there. But she, on the show, did this thing that has now swept the country by storm, where you break the bottom off of the cupcake, flip it on top, and make a cupcake sandwich. Then you're getting equal amounts of cake and frosting in the bites. Because when you get the real cupcake, right, it's like all you're like, eating like a weirdo, and then you inevitably end up then with a stump. Stump cake. Nobody wants no stump cake.
I don't want stump cake.
We were talking about this before the show a little bit, but muffins. I think muffins are really good.
Yeah, muffins are OG.
Sure.
I'm
just a
bringing them in there,
cupcake.
though. What?
Minus the frosting.
I know.
No,
I
I don't agree with
is.
that.
They are very different. Muffins are like the pie of the situation.
But I mean, you can't really bring muffin in. Muffins more of a breakfast culture than it
No,
is a dessert
blueberry
culture.
muffins at any time, any place. I think blueberry muffins are on my list of all-time favorite things, period. Like True Love.
Yeah.
I just realized that's what it is. It's a
Blueberry
blueberry
muffin?
muffin. Yeah.
See,
and
how much
would
would
I
that
rather
suck for
the
that
$10
Would You
million?
Rather?
No. I'd rather the blueberry
That's
muffin.
the concern
10
with the,
million
what if
blueberry
you do the True Love thing. It's like, yeah, you want True Love is
Blueberry muffin.
yeah.
Your mother's love. And you're like, oh, I had it all along.
It's
the worst.
No.
I already had it.
Meanwhile, your mom wanted the $10 million.
Yeah, she's like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Think about your retirement.
I don't love you anymore. Ruins it. So I think we decided pies are superior desserts. Okay. Good. I'm glad that's taken care of. We got a lot of problems solved for the world here.
There you go, guys. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Game Over Greggy Show. Remember, it's very simple. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather around this table, each bringing a random topic of discussion for your amusement. If you like that, we put the show up on patreon.com/kindafunny each and every Thursday night for your enjoyment. If you don't want to give us any money, no big deal. Head over to youtube.com/kindafunny. You get the topics there broken out one by one, day by day for your amusement. Please subscribe. We discovered today, we were talking about this. Tim wants to start referring to us as internet superstars.
Yes.
I said he cannot do that until we have 100,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, well, hold on. I want to back up a bit.
Nope.
I want to earn it. I don't just want to be referred to. I want to earn it. And I think we decided 100,000 followers is the right number.
I want to earn it, and you're like, what, 80% of the way there already?
Yeah.
I think I had your bet.
He's earned. He feels like he's earned part of it already.
Yeah. I've earned 80% of it.
Why, what,
They're
I don't
like
understand. Like, what do you think was going to happen? Like
81.379%.
20,000 people are going to watch this and be like, "Oh, good point, Tim," and just give it to you.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't going to happen. First off, everyone's.
You know
clicked
why
off
they
the
should
video by now.
believe? Because we're making an announcement right now. This shit's fucking crazy. But by the time they're watching this, the entire series of the Game Over Greggy Show will be on iTunes.
Fucking bold claim.
It's happening.
I'm glad we buried that at the end of
happening. As I'm saying this right now, there are 3 episodes up. They are live. They are ready. It's been a secret. Some of y'all motherfuckers found it because you're sneaky as shit.
Yeah, you're good at that.
But by the time, so hold on. No, we're thinking about when this thing goes live. This gives me
Thursday night.
This gives me 3 days
to be an internet superstar.
3 days.
You have tomorrow and most of Thursday, but you got to do Thursday as well. You have to do this show on
what
Thursday.
Day is it now?
Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Well, okay. So tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, no, we'll be fine.
Okay.
We will
I like
be
it.
fine.
I like your bold claims. I'm saying that. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, on top of all of the things we've talked about, we launched that Patreon show for you. Follow the leader. Please go give it a like and a share and a subscribe. It's up on youtube.com/kindafunny. More episodes are coming. How many did we do, Nick?
5 later? 8.
Yeah.
8, sometimes 9.
No.
Maybe 9. We'll see. I haven't got to the one where we make yet.
We horsed around a bit.
We'll see how that one goes.
So they'll be rolling out. There's still more Oreos up our sleeves. Another show is coming. Conversation with Colin is coming back. We have the live event to plan still. There's plenty of stuff going on top of all the Patreon benefits. I'm thinking by the time this one... No, that wouldn't make sense. Next week, we should release the exclusive episode. And then everybody's here for Thanksgiving week, right?
Yep.
Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, no. We should flip this. I'm sorry. So next week, we should do the Google Hangout. Next week we'll do the Google Hangout when we're ready to do this show. Then the week after that, which would be the last week of November-ish, the Thanksgiving week, we would put out the exclusive episode as a Thanksgiving treat.
Ooh.
How about that?
We'll call it Pumpkin Pie. The episode. We're not going to do that. That doesn't fit our naming conventions at all.
Well, it doesn't even matter because it's only for the patrons.
Pumpkin Pie, the episode. It's been a long day, hasn't it, too? Yeah. Long 2 weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time coming how much we love you. I couldn't Greg way off that. I tried really bad. That's the best I could do. I'm tired,
Not giving you much to work with.
Guys, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you tonight.
Thanks, Greg.
It's been our pleasure serving you. Rolling. What?
I keep rolling.
All right, put on your fucking headphones. Let's do a goddamn show.
Yeah, I remember when Greg used to be cool. Remember that, Tim? It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He was like, whatever you want to do, Scarpino, you're cool. Now he's
Don't remember
that. That had never actually happened, I think.